Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Let's send this over. Y'all know what it is. Damn. Let's go up. Here. Send this to mode 2. Shit. Down. Down, down, down. Let's go. Is compromise dying? That's what we want to know. Is compromise dying right now? Sheesh. We about to see. We about to see what everybody got to say about this shit. It's about to get crazy in here. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you when it comes to this shit, it get crazy. It get drastic. It get nasty. Hold up.
Is compromising dying in this generation. Let me go get everybody.
What up, Stack? You all right, man?
Yo, what the fuck are we doing? Where y'all at, bro? Damn, I haven't. Yo, who turned my replays off yesterday? Y'all niggas was sitting in here
They're not gonna
going
tell the truth.
extinct. I know niggas turned my replays off last night. You understand how? Mo, I woke like I was pissed. Like, what's wrong with you? No more mods. Don't ask me. No more. It's over. You want to know why? Cause my replays was gone. You like I couldn't believe this shit. I woke up in the morning. I was so pissed. Yo, how mad was I? I was so
Yeah, it's
pissed,
too
bro.
mad for me. But I get it.
Like, what niggas get out of turning the replays off? What's the point? Like, what y'all get out of that? Like, that's weird.
I
I
agree with
know.
you.
I know. Tell me about it. So somebody turned the replays off, and it was like 3 a.m. Ramo. It was probably like 3 a.m. on the 3 a.m. tip. So I'm like, damn, y'all niggas couldn't even.
But somebody turned them
Like,
off way before 3.
way before 3,
Yeah, it
right?
was like around
So
8, 9 Central Time. I know.
sheesh. That's why you don't fall asleep. You
Oh
feel?
shit, that's why I was in the bed with my man. I missed it.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's all good. I fell asleep. I was with Shorty. I just fell asleep. I'm like, damn. So y'all niggas really going in the replay, but it's cool. We back. Is compromise dying in this generation though? Lucky, talk to me. The real talk to me. What we talking about is
And
compromise.
these cornball ass motherfuckers in this generation, compromise is not fucking dying. Motherfuckers is just selfish.
Yes, compromise.
Motherfuckers want to be selfish. They feel like compromising with somebody. See, compromise doesn't mean you don't get what you want. But motherfuckers, when they hear they have to compromise, they feel they think in their fucking dense ass, smooth brain mentality, and they think that that means that they don't get what they want. Compromise means that you do this and you can still get what you want, but we're gonna do this right now so we can do that later. Compromise is just something that it works for everybody. It doesn't mean that you don't get what you want. It doesn't mean that you're just giving everybody what they want and you just getting the short end of the stick. Motherfuckers is making these words, turning these words into what they want them to believe, so they can have a reason or a cause for them acting like the victim, acting like they're getting played. They just it's weird as fuck. That's why I don't date nobody my age. Cornball ass
You
niggas.
don't think you don't think compromising is dead in relationships, Lucky?
Don't start your shit. Your shit.
The real
Since I
to
was
your point,
in
yeah, it
your
is. A
opinion,
lot of people don't compromise in relationships.
Majority men don't compromise in a relationship.
Give her,
Will die before they try to compromise with a woman. It'll have to be a fucking no fucking way out for that man in order for him to compromise.
give us an example of what men are not compromising in. You see what I'm saying? Let's have a conversation. If you saying men don't compromise with their women, can you give us an example of what men are refusing to compromise in a relationship with?
I just said, don't talk to me.
'Cause I can give you
Talk to somebody else.
I know men compromise. The women don't want to compromise. You got women who live in a certain way and they think they're gonna continue to live that way when they get married to get with dudes. And the dudes that try to help them alter their life for the better. You call them controlling, you say he's manipulative, you call him insecure, and all he's asking you to do is alter your behavior to be a suitable wife. You can't operate the same way in a marriage that you operated as a single woman. And a lot of women struggle with that. A lot of y'all don't want to dismiss y'all whole friends that mean y'all no good when y'all get with serious dudes. Y'all don't want to stop going out as much to them areas with the horny dudes trying to fuck you. You want to continue to dress the same way you dressed when you were single. There is no compromising with the modern woman. The modern woman wants to be who she was and still benefit from a man without changing her behavior. That's the biggest problem with modern women. You think you can marry a guy and still hang with hoes every weekend. It ain't nothing, honey. We just going out having fun. And if a man checks that shit and asks you instead of every weekend, baby, can you do maybe once a month? Maybe once a month with oh nigga, you ain't my dad. What you trying to get me to compromise with you, nigga? I ain't changing up. This how I've been living before I met you. Either you gonna get with it or I'm gonna leave your ass. And that's what a lot of dudes is going through.
Yep, and that also requires a woman to be accountable, and they're incapable of being accountable. So they weren't raised to be accountable to anything. So they can't compromise. So that's why they break up their home or they leave a exclusive relationship, uh, such as the father of their child, or they just file for divorce. I mean, that's they're not
Look, we don't
they
need
don't
y'all coming up here
they're,
talking about the
they're
women that y'all forced yourselves,
women
y'all forced our ways into their life.
women
Talking to us about y'all dealings with the
women
women that actually like y'all.
women
Y'all be
want
trying to force
when
women that
can
don't
I
like
can
y'all
I
to
can
do
I
what you want to
finish?
do.
Can I finish?
That's why
Can I
y'all
finish?
cornball ass be having the
Can I
problem that y'all be
finish?
having.
Can I finish?
Fucking
Okay, thanks.
cornball.
Thanks. And then um the other piece of this is most women um
Stop saying most women
they,
because I
they,
can tell you haven't dated most women. So say the women you dated.
most women need counseling. They don't go to counseling. Um yeah, I mean, and
We have accurate numbers for
this
women
is
that
per
go to
this is
therapy. We don't have accurate
this
numbers
is
for the men
oh
that go to the
my god.
doctor or therapy.
Can I get
No,
it out?
because
Uh,
you're
I,
making bullshit.
I, again, I'm trying to speak
You're
here.
you're
I'm trying to
spewing
speak.
shit.
I'm trying to speak here.
You're being
I'm
so
trying to speak
disingenuous
here.
and very dishonest.
I'm trying to speak here. Um, I've heard from multiple clinical therapists who work in psychotherapy and as well as in
Baby, pull
counseling,
up the numbers.
and they
Pull
say,
up the numbers. Pull
uh,
up
"My God,
the numbers.
can
Go
you
get the
please?
numbers. Go
My
get the
goodness,
numbers.
my goodness,
She
Go
can't even
get the
compromise right
numbers.
now to have a
No,
dialogue.
because you're
She
bullshit.
she
You
won't
man!
she
bullshit
won't even
too.
she won't even
The
compromise to have
real you
dialogue.
bullshit too. No,
Oh
because
man,
She
y'all
won't
be
even
full of
have the
shit.
dialogue, brother. Imagine
Y'all
coming
full of
home to that.
you
shit.
can't even have
My
Imagine that
man don't
being
have
your
this
wife.
problem. My man
You
don't
gotta
have
come
this
home to
problem.
that every night.
Cause my man don't sound like
you
y'all.
can't
He won't even
you
My
compromise in this
man do not
conversation.
sound like
right
y'all.
right Dero. I mean,
Y'all
can't
sound
even,
like a bunch of
she can't even
sad ass
have she can't
victim
even
mentality
have a
cornballs.
civilized conversation.
No,
And
no.
so,
Let
and
me
so,
stop
and so
trolling. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna wrap up with one
Let me
last
stop
thing.
trolling. I'm for real.
I'm
I'm
gonna
for real.
wrap.
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm gonna wrap
trolling.
up.
I quit. I quit. I quit.
I'm gonna wrap up with one last thing. One other thing that I'm currently doing with a Black Colombiana in Medellin is, and I told her today, I said, okay, you say that you want these things with me. Okay, so I'm gonna start testing you. So so I put her to work. I've given her a few things to do, and I said, okay, you say that you want those big things with me, so let me see how you handle these little things that I'm asking you to do. So being able to do the simple things, little things like having a conversation, having a constructive discussion, or showing up when you say you're going to show up, or doing what your man asks you to do. Those are simple, basic things. And if a woman can't do those things, then that means she's incapable of doing anything else. Thank you.
They won't compromise with you, but I know who they will compromise with, the job, because you signed a contract and you read 100-page employee handbook manual, and you better not violate any of the terms. You will compromise your life for a job. That realtor company, that hospital, you will never ever go outside of the terms of that position. But when it comes to men, you won't compromise with the men that married you.
Well, I need a
And it and
job to
it all,
live. I don't need you.
you need a man to you need a man to thrive. And it always comes back to bad behavior, bad company, bad habits that men are
The
simply
fact that you
seeing.
think women need men to
uh,
thrive is fucking
You
insane.
tell me, well, the statistics say you get evicted when you're single with children. You got high divorce rates, so you, you don't
Yo,
do
yo, yo,
well
yo.
with
Did we enter the topic? Hold on. Let's enter the topic, Darrell. Let's get to this shit. Kyla, Danielle, Mo, let's get to this shit. Lucky, let's get
Hey,
to the topic.
Stack.
Brother Rico, let's get to this topic. Yo, and somebody turned my replays off last night. I'll be giving a lot of people the bean. Y'all niggas come in here. You know I'm gonna mention it every. Y'all niggas is crazy. I can't go cut up with my girl real quick. Go make some money real quick. Come back and my shit be good. Niggas gotta turn the replays off. None of that shit's happening tonight. I'm going to 3 a.m. I'm not fucking around. Do you see the mods right here? That's it. Don't ask me. Is compromise dying in this generation? That's what I want to talk about. Let's get to the topic. I got to answer a phone call real quick.
I don't think compromise is dying. I think people don't want to compromise with people they don't really want to be with. like people they really want to be with, people make a lot of compromises. So a lot of times when people not listening to you, like when y'all men complain about women not submitting to you, she don't really like you like that. Or she damn sure don't think your ass is capable of doing so. So I think people do absolutely make compromises. They make compromises with who they want. It just may not be you.
Thank you, Danielle. That's all I said. That's all I said. These niggas be trying to make women compromise with them. And these bitches don't like them. Them niggas be trying to force the bitches that don't like them to be with them. And then get mad when the bitch don't want to compromise. She never really likes you. You just not listening, nigga. That bitch don't like you. How about try to compromise with the woman that likes you? No, y'all don't want them women. Y'all don't want them women.
you don't compromise. Women, the men that require something of you, you run. The men who you stick with are the weaker vessel. The men who allow anything. The
You
man
and
who
Christian
doesn't
need to
have
go start your
standards.
own room.
The man who's okay with everything. The weaker vessel. The so-called healthy relationship. When women say healthy, I'm in a healthy relationship. That's a hint for my man is a beta. He allows anything. You got to pick up on the terms.
avoidance. So, I mean, you can't put that on a lot of people.
And not only that, but there's plenty of men who have women that submit to them and they're not weak men. It's just, again, y'all think that you're going to get the same level of respect as the next man when you don't deserve that. And that's a lot of y'all problem. Like Stack, I might respect Stack and disrespect you because Stack might be held in a higher reverence. He just ain't you. I think y'all think that y'all are entitled for somebody to treat your ass like you're better than you are or treat you like you're just like everybody else. You're not like everybody else. She might disrespect you and say hello and say sweet things to the next man that walked past her. That just means that they don't respect you. I mean, y'all, no one owes you that. And no one owes you compromise either. The
What
only
that got
person
to
that
do with
really
you
should,
compromise?
the only reason why, the only woman who really should be obligated to compromise with you is your wife. Anybody outside of that can get rid of your ass. You ain't no fucking unicorn. You don't nobody have to be with you, nor do they have to compromise with you. I don't know who mama told you that somebody gotta listen to you, somebody gotta be nice to you, somebody gotta compromise with you. Nobody gotta compromise with your ass.
You give us two ways how you compromise with your baby daddy.
Sure.
How did you compromise?
I compromised by not putting his ass on child support. That was a compromise, okay? I compromised by anytime he wanted to come get his kid, I didn't give a fuck when it was. He could come get him. That was a compromise, right? So when people say that they don't want to compromise, again,
Hold on.
y'all people who having issues with people
You don't
compromising with you,
dictate when a
those
man
people
see his
don't.
child.
Sir, I do dictate it if the child lives with
How?
me, because you
Y'all
can't
got
pop up
equal
at my
rights
house
to the
whenever the fuck
child.
you feel
Child
like,
support.
sir.
That's how. Child
Sir,
support
How do
is
you
no,
yours.
that's
dictate
not,
when a man
sir.
see
I'm
his
I'm gonna I'm
kids?
gonna answer your question, sir. If I don't live in the same household as you, you can't pop up at my house at 10 o'clock at night when you fucking feel like it. The reality is the child don't live with you, and at 10 o'clock, what the fuck do you need him for anyway? The reality is this. Y'all be expecting that you can do anything and everything you want with people, and they supposed to bend to your will. Who the fuck are you? That's why you, as an adult, you have to compromise with the person, communicate. A lot of y'all don't know how to do that. Okay, that's not my problem. That's your problem.
And see,
Obviously, those weren't good compromises because the relationship fell. If they were good
I said baby
compromises, you would be
daddy. If he's a
thriving.
baby daddy,
You
we're
would
not
be. It
together.
wouldn't be baby daddy if you. That's because you didn't compromise. Women that
Sir,
don't compromise get left,
I
but
didn't
see,
get
this is what
left
but
to
see,
happened.
go off. Most of y'all get left.
but
Y'all talk about how women file for divorce. Most of you niggas get left. Y'all are not leaving women. Y'all are
but
getting
see,
left. Like, what are you talking
well,
about?
and see, there you go. She just laid it out. She first child support. So that's how she can force a man to do anything with the child. Oh, no,
I
no,
said
no,
he
no. I
was
mean, you
not
you
on
you
child
laid it
Oh,
out.
support. What are you
Chris,
talking
shut
about?
You
up. Shitty,
you laid it out. You laid it out.
men get
So
left, not
so
good
so
men.
first so
You
first
shitty
child support.
niggas is getting left.
Christian, that's not what
First
I said.
first
I said
child
he was
support.
not on child support.
Then
What are you
well, no. You said
not
you
on child
basically said
support, sir?
you basically said that you would leverage child support
That is
No,
in
you
not
order
what
said
to
she
that
get
was
the
said.
that's
man to do
not
That's
what
not
what
I
what
you
she
want him
said.
to
That is
do.
said. What
not
she
what she
said
So
was
said.
not
so
what
that's
she
You
number
not
said.
listening,
number one.
Christian. Your ass is not
I heard her
listening.
very clearly.
No, she
I
did not
heard
say
her very
nothing about
clearly.
leveraging child
Well, I mean,
support.
there's other men in the room as well. So I mean,
But
anybody
You
can
want her.
you
You
correct
up,
me
want
if
to
I'm
hear
you're
if
what
I
you
on
want to
here
hear.
I
That's
talking
didn't
by
what
hear
you
her
said,
correctly.
yourself.
Christian.
The
She
second
didn't
the
say
second
that. You're talking by
the
yourself.
second
She did not say
the
that.
second
Y'all
thing
All
she
putting
men
too
was
said
words
saying she
around the
said it,
point.
the
but she
second thing
didn't.
the second thing she said
Who
was
is this
that
motherfucker in this
we're
Pepto
oh my god,
Bismol
can
too?
you mute up?
Oh,
God.
wide nose ass.
The
You
second thing
can't even hear
the
because your
second
nose
thing
so
she
damn
oh
big.
my god, can you mute up? Thank you. The second
Shut
thing
the
that
fuck
she
out the
said
room,
was
cornball.
that that women are leaving us. She went straight to divorce. So this is my point
Most people
about
haven't been
all the
married, sir.
about child support, no fault divorce, SNAP, WIC, HUD sections, and FHA loans. All of
FHA
these
loans,
things that
everybody gets FHA loans,
all of these
sir.
things all of these things that the government have given to women as an option. Can I get it
An
out?
FHA loan.
Can I get it out before you even
No,
disagree?
because you keep
Can
lying.
I
Shut
get it
up. You
out
shut
before you
up.
even
You
disagree with
keep
me?
lying.
Can I
Shut
get
up.
it out before
You
you
shut up.
disagree with me? The
This is why
those
women won't
things
compromise with y'all, because y'all
those
slow.
things that the government have given to women, these things need to be repealed and rolled back.
As a real
uh
estate agent,
women
they're not.
women get
Sir,
women
married
get
people
these
get FHA
FHA loans.
loans. Sir,
Women are getting these
married people
FHA
get
loans more
FHA
than
loans,
men
sir.
are.
No,
Women are
sir,
running to get these
sir,
FHA loans more
Christian,
than
and
men are.
this is why I wish y'all would stop speaking from your slow ass point of view. Married people get FHA
No,
loans.
we're
The
not talking about
majority of
married
people
people
who
right
get
now.
loans,
We're not talking
sir,
about
I'm
married
talking about
people.
Sir, the majority of people that get loans
We're
get
not
FHA
talking about married
loans.
people.
Sir, I'm not talking about, because I'm telling you, it goes for everybody. Like 80%
We're
of people that get home loans
okay then.
get FHA loans,
We're
sir.
talk
And the
we're
majority of
talking
those
about
people that have homes are
we're
married
talking about
people,
single people right now.
sir.
That's what we're
And
talking
I'm
about.
telling you, out of single people, the majority of single people, whether it's a man or a woman, get FHA loans because the majority of y'all do not have 20% down to
Women
put on
are
a
getting
house.
those loans.
Sir, no, men are getting them too
Didn't
because
didn't
sir,
didn't
sir,
women
the
didn't women
majority of
just
men,
brag?
sir,
Didn't
no.
women just brag about about owning the
Oh
most homes?
my God. What does
Didn't
that have to
didn't
do
women
with
just
people?
brag about that
Sir,
last year?
and
Just because a
single,
woman
sir,
own a home
again,
don't mean
They
she
that
were
need the
doesn't,
bragging,
FHA
saying
loan.
oh my
that black
God.
That
women
does
own
not
more
Hold
mean
on.
homes than
Do
men.
you
that don't
even know
Were
what
mean
you?
a
Were you
FHA
not?
loan is? Hold on a
Were
second.
women not?
Hold on a
Were
second.
black?
Hold on a second, Christian. Do you even know what a
I
FHA
know
loan
what
is?
an FHA
Before you
loan
go
is.
on this, what is
It's
it
a
then? What is it?
government backed loan. That's what it is.
Right. So when you say government backed, what does that mean?
A government backed loan
Yes,
given to
as
a
far as yes.
given
And what
to
are the
a
qualifications?
citizen,
And what are
not
the
the member of
qualifications
a
to get it?
military or a military service member, which is a VA loan. A
Mm-hmm.
government backed loan given to
Right.
a citizen based off of income that
It's
they
not
may
based off
not
income.
otherwise
It's
have,
not based off
and
income,
and
sir.
and and the mortgage insurance fund that comes out of the federal budget. So it
That's
is a
not how that
government.
goes,
So it
sir.
is a government backed loan that is
Right.
given to citizens,
So is a
and
VA loan.
and
That's a
and
government backed
and it
loan as well,
ca-
sir.
and it causes problems in the housing market because you have all these
All
people
right,
who
all
have
right, all right,
house.
all right, all right. I'm tired of you. All right, let's get back to the
Well, she's
fucking
the one
topic,
that
nigga.
asked me.
Nigga, I'm done. Okay, but now I'm done. Let's get back. Is compromise dying, nigga? Let's get back to the topic, bro. I can't even hop on a phone call for 6 seconds without niggas taking it everywhere. Let's talk about compromise. Is it dying in the relationship? Why can people agree together? I'm talking to you. You don't know how to motherfucking listen. Let's get back to the subject. Why I gotta always go down this motherfucking rabbit hole of bullshit? Please, Mo.
I think compromise is
I don't get it.
um compromise requires letting your guard down. And a lot of people simply don't feel safe enough to do that anymore. And I think it's because you have men and women who weaponize your vulnerability against each other. So yeah, compromise is dying. I'm not going to say the majority, but I think it's a good portion of couples, single, whatever, that they just don't have that faith anymore.
It's non
So you saying you saying the faith is dying, real quick, SRT. So you saying the faith is dying within this shit.
Yeah.
There's no hope.
Uh,
The hope line is done.
yeah,
The
because
faith
people don't
line
feel
is
safe
closed.
anymore. I
It's
mean,
crazy.
you hear on this app
Compromise
all the
can only
time.
happen when comprehension is present.
I agree.
Compromise can only happen when comprehension is present, and a lot of times people do not have the
That's fucked up.
comprehension skills to
That's fucked up,
participate in
Danielle.
it. Well, that's the reality, Mike, because a lot of times people don't want to
It's fucked up.
compromise when they don't understand why they should,
So you
right?
saying these people are
Because
stupid as hell? That's what you're saying?
yeah, they're stupid as fuck. A lot of them, yes. A lot of people lack common sense. A lot of people don't know how to negotiate. A lot of people don't know how to lose. A lot of people don't know how to simply say, I don't know. A lot of people don't know how to do those things. So, yeah, Mike, I believe that wholeheartedly.
Well, I think also that um, compromise. I think you're only supposed to compromise your selfishness. You're not supposed to compromise anything else. I think that so from that standpoint, yes, compromise is certainly dying because men and women are becoming more selfish in their relationships. Tolerance is also a part of it. I'm not going to change the subject, but I think tolerance is typically what people are talking about when they say compromise. Sometimes in these conversations, they're talking about no one's being more tolerant, but I don't think you should. Tolerance was a whole nother thing. I think compromise, it should only be one thing self. You shouldn't be compromised. Your morals or your values or any of those things should not be compromised.
I agree wholeheartedly.
It's uncomfortable for a lot of women. They don't like the compromise because it's disrupting a pattern. If you've been single for 20 years and you've been operating a certain way and you meet somebody who's identifying problems and how you operate, most people are not willing to change because it's uncomfortable. It's disruptive. Even though it's for the better, people still will pick their regular ways of operating over a long term marriage. Specifically, women, you
Like, it
can meet
doesn't
a
mean
dude
another
who's
man
highly
won't.
But honestly, true compromise means maturity. Like knowing when to bend in a relationship so it doesn't break. A lot of people aren't willing to bend in a relationship. That's selfish. Like, let's be very clear. A lot of people aren't mature enough to compromise, to bend, to give and take. A relationship is work, and a lot of people don't want to do the work. They want the title, but they don't want to do the work. They want the husband and wife, but they don't want to do the work to keep the husband or the wife. So it's like at this point, just be single and casually date and don't even focus on the marriage if marriage isn't the goal for you. Because in the end, all you're doing is traumatizing somebody else. Now they have to heal so they can actually find a person meant for them, and you just go ahead and be miserable.
My they men.
Let's just keep it 100. A lot of people don't know how to compromise. That's why shit goes south. Y'all don't know how to listen to the other person. Y'all think y'all know everything. A lot of people think they already, oh, I know it, I got it, I got this shit. But you ain't listen to the other person, and that's why this shit's failing. So listening, active listening, is very, 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 very important. But a lot of people don't know that skill. They think, oh, nah, it's my way or the highway. And that's why you by yourself and
I
alone.
think people need to
Let's talk about it.
normalize recognizing that people aren't aligned with you and moving around with or moving around them. If you're a person that likes to save, why would you get with somebody that likes to spend? If you're a person that likes to be in the house,
Because
why would
people
you
think
get
they
with
can
somebody that
change
likes to be
people,
out the
Danielle,
house?
and that be the
Because
fucked up
right,
part.
Stat, and that's the thing. I always tell people, what makes you think you that special? That somebody gonna change who they are for you? What makes you think that? Like, I think that's a lot of people's problem. They don't want to acknowledge the fact that, yeah, she fine as fuck, but she doesn't align with none of the shit that I'm aligned with. Instead of you trying to browbeat this woman who don't listen to you, be disrespectful to you, why can't you just respect me? She never respected you to begin with. You thought just because you wanted her and because she was attractive that she was going to eventually fall in line. And that doesn't happen most of the time. That's really what it is.
He not special enough for you to alter your behavior.
No, because it depending on what it is, I'm not
Right.
going to because my
But
with what I feel like is
right,
right for
right, right, right. God forbid a nigga tell you to stop hanging out at bars. He was special enough to dick, right?
did you meet
You
her in a
you
bar?
bounced on raw
If
dick.
you met her
Got
in a
right.
bar, why do you think she's gonna stop going?
He see he was special enough to bounce on raw dick, get ejaculated in, and have the baby. But God forbid a nigga try to correct your behavior. What? That's
How
where
is
you draw
telling
the
her
line.
to
You
go?
draw the line.
How is telling her not to go to the bar correcting behavior? The reality is if you met her in the bar, for you to turn around and be like, you don't need to be going to the bar,
No,
sir. You
but
met me
what I'm
there.
saying,
The reality
but
is
that's
that,
what
sir, you can't tell somebody going to unless it's a bar that you know people get shot at every day. You're not protecting her from
no
shit.
a
Okay,
lot a
because the
lot of
reality
a
is
lot
if
of
she's gonna
dudes.
cheat on you and meet a man, she can meet a man at the gas station and cheat on your ass.
How
So
you know
going
that's
to
the
the club is
reality?
not in that is the reality. People cheat on people every day with random ass people, not people
You
they met in the
you
club. It could be somebody you
you
work with
got a
that you get cheated
very
on with. What do
you
you
got a
mean?
very negative way of thinking.
No,
You do a
that's
lot.
real life. People
You
cheat
do
in
a
real life.
you do a
And not
lot of
just people
trauma
that go to the
dumping.
club. You do
You do a
trauma
lot
dumping,
of
sir.
trauma dumping in here,
Nobody's trauma
and I
dumping. I'm
think you been
simply
through a lot. That
LOL.
dude
I
did a
haven't
number.
though.
He did a number on you.
I
That
haven't
dude,
though. Y'all
he
always
did a
attack
job
me
on
instead
you.
of attacking my points. I don't know why y'all do that. I don't know why y'all do that. Can y'all please stick to the points and not me?
Because
Thanks.
the biggest things
Yo,
that
hey,
do that
yo,
you won't
SRT, let's
compromise
stick
on.
to the topic, bro. Let's
Thank
stick
you,
to the
Stack.
topic. You heard?
Well, that's
Let's
what
stick
I'm
to the
doing.
topic.
That's the biggest complaint that I hear a lot of dudes leave women over is that they won't compromise on their social life. Right? That's not. That's that. Yeah, there they are. Women refuse to compromise on they social life. Women, you won't compromise on that and how you dress. A lot of y'all got whole outfits and you get married and
She
continue
dressed
to want to
like that
dress
when
like
you met her.
hoes.
Why do you think she's gonna change for
That a
you?
lot of that those are the two main things that dudes are saying that women refuse to compromise on. The way you present yourself in public, right? You're not modest in public. You dress like a hoe. And you
Date her to begin with. If she never presented herself well, why did you make her your woman?
Zach, it seems like the men are in the chokehold.
Yes, senor, to come through.
So I'm gonna try to help the men out because it seems like they're very much in a chokehold. Okay. The reason why it's very hard to compromise with women in this generation, it's because Women base relationships on their happiness, and happiness is a fleeting emotion. So there is no compromising with someone who can only base their logic on emotion and their happiness. You're welcome, men.
That's what I said. I said women are not logical thinkers, so they're incapable of compromising.
If y'all were so logical, why are most of y'all broke?
Uh, most
I can't either.
most single men are in the middle class, especially as far as black men go.
Not a lot of money.
Uh, we're earning more money than black women are. I can tell you that
Yeah,
much.
about $25 a week.
Over 90% of black women
About
earn less than
every man,
$75,000.
every man across every diaspora makes more than women. So black men only making about $6,000 more than their women is not a flex, sir. Because you live the same. You making $6,000 more than a woman, y'all live the same life. Okay, so you're not living a much more extravagant life than somebody you make $6,000 more than. You gotta stop.
Yeah, and the idea that somehow that we're not able to either earn a living or that we're incapable of taking care of a family, that's a total fallacy. We are. It's just that the women are incapable of wanting a husband. That's really the main
Because they don't need one.
issue.
They don't
Well,
need
no,
one,
no, no, no,
Christian.
no, 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 no,
That's
no.
why
They
they
don't
don't need
want a
one.
husband, but
I need
but
it right. They
but
don't need one though.
their
They don't.
survival
They don't need one.
is based on a man. So whether they get married or not, it is based on a man. Period.
To that, right? But I don't have to be with one of you niggas for that to be a thing, right? That's the
That
reality.
that's
Because
because
I'm still gonna have a job because men allowed me to work. I'm still gonna be able to pay bills because men allowed me to do so. But that doesn't mean I have to be in a relationship with one of you men for that to be a thing.
that's
That's the whole
that's
point. Because I
because
can easily hire one of y'all to come cut my grass.
that's
I can easily employ you as a man because I need men as my employees. Absolutely.
right.
But to be in a relationship with you, no, no.
Right. That's because we have given you
White
comfort
men have
in
given us
all those
comfort in those
areas or
areas.
different things. So the moment that we take any of those things away, you're back to
Black
square
men do
one.
not have the power to take those things away. Y'all don't.
We absolutely
The
could.
only way you could is if white
Again,
men backed you, sir. The
we'll
only
get
way
off
that you
the
could is if
subject
white
according
men
to the
backed you.
host.
That's the only way that you
We'll
could.
get off the subject according to the host, but we could absolutely take those things away.
Okay? So again, you couldn't do shit if white men did not back you. Understand that.
Not really, and again, that's not 100% true because of other things such as
What industries
the
do black men
electoral map. The
run?
electoral map. You look at the counties that are predominantly where predominantly black people live in. So let's just stop
Goods
it
get
right there.
run by
Let's
white
just
people.
stop it right there. That's not true.
What are you talking about? Like you gotta
No, you
stop.
said that we could not do it
You could not. If black
unless we
men,
went. No, no,
if
no, no.
black men stopped and said that we don't want women doing these things, you couldn't do that.
You said that black men could not do it unless we went to white people or white men, and that's not true. If black men got together and made a conscientious effort to go in one direction, and even if it wasn't more than I would even it don't even have to be 60%. It could be like maybe 40% of us. If 40 or 30% of us all got on the same page, we could absolutely move the system the way we
How
wanted
could
it.
you stop women from working? How could you stop women from being able to buy houses? How could you stop women from doing anything? You fucking can't
Ye-
without some law backing you, which white men are gonna have to pass for it to happen. If
Hey,
this election
Stack
did
and
not show you
Raquel.
anything, is that it doesn't matter how black people vote. Most of us voted for Kamala, but you know who won? Trump, right? Because Latin people and white people voted for him. That's the reality of the
No, no,
situation. Yes,
go back and look at those counties where black people live.
Oh my God.
sir. Okay.
Did y'all get an answer to the topic yet?
Fucks no, we didn't get no
They lack
answer.
comprehension.
I
That's the
mean,
answer.
You guys aren't compromising.
the to answer the question, To answer the topic of the room, yes, you need maturity.
I'm starting to mix my
Oh my
golds
God.
and silvers. And I love emerald, so I've been getting emerald jewelry. That's my birthstone. So I'm looking.
Yeah, let's get to the topic. Does compromising make the relationship better, and do you need maturity to compromise in this generation? Let's continue this shit. Anybody can jump in. It don't matter who it is. James, I heard you coming in. Rico, Kyla, Danielle, Real One, Animal. Let's go. Let Christian. Let's get it in, man. Let's start this shit up.
Yeah, I was trying to answer the topic. Obviously, we do need maturity. The example of some of the back and forth in these rooms are clear that we don't have maturity. And until we have it, then we can't truly have the conversation. If the goal is to meet on a common accord, then yes, we need maturity. The ability to sit and actually listen to what the person is saying and understand what they're saying. There's an aspect of compromise and resolution of whatever the argument or debate or issue is. But that allows for both parties involved to get outside of your ego, shut up, listen, and be in alignment on actually solving whatever the issue is. But apparently we can't do that. So I guess we'll continue to have these circular conversations and or debates. I'm going back on mute.
I
I
feel
think
like go ahead, we go.
relationships going go better. But if I'm being honest, compromise and anything you compromise is based on leverage. It's based on what I have and what you're trying to get. Feminism, the first primary way, women could not leave. They couldn't do anything because they were being financially abused. So based off the fact, I'm gonna be honest, depending on what I have and what you have, I may not be willing to move. I may not be willing to take that step towards you. If I look at my life and look at your life, yes, and ideally, I'm looking at you as a human being and I care about you, so I want you to be happy. That's in an ideal world. But in a realistic world, I'm looking at my situation and looking at your situation, and depends on where that leverage is at. I may not have to budge. I may not have to. Now, is that somewhere that I think can be unfair or that may be a little bit disheartening because of person's situation? Yeah, but is it reality? You don't go into a business meeting and compromise. You go based off your strengths and their weaknesses. Now, I don't think people should look at each other that way, but that's my personal feelings, and I don't think that always plays out when men dealing with women and women dealing with men, depending on either side.
Yo, you know what? Rico, good point. But I want to shout out my sister, Real One. Her son just signed to the BC Lions as a wide receiver. So shout out to you, Real One.
Hey,
That's hard
Real, are
as
you
fuck.
coming to Michigan?
That's
Come
hard as
hang,
fuck.
girl.
That's hard as fuck.
Canada,
You
thank
already
you.
know.
Thank you so much.
Real, you're more
God
than
is
welcome
good.
to hang. When you come out here, you're more than welcome to hang,
Hey,
baby.
I'm in Virginia, so I'm
Okay,
Okay.
right down
I
the street
will.
from
I'll be hitting
DC.
you
Come
up.
out here.
Nah, that's hard.
Okay, thanks
That's
y'all.
hard.
Thank you so much. We're
That's
we're
hard,
we're
Real
we're
One.
thrilled. Thanks. Yeah, we're
But
thrilled.
that's a major
We're
accomplishment,
blessed.
though.
Thank you.
That's good, Real One. Thank you for coming through. Real One, OG, or, you know what I'm saying? She always rock with Stack. She been rocking with me since my business rooms. Like, she been seeing me do my business shit, like, all the way up to, like, what I'm doing rooms right now. So, shout out to you. You
Shout
feel
out
me?
to all
And
you great
congrats to your
parents.
son.
All of you
Lo-
great
Nah, for
parents
real,
in
though.
here.
Love you, my brother.
Shout out to
Facts,
Yeah,
though.
shout
y'all.
out to great
It's
great parents. That's a fact.
real. Nah, for real, Real One. Can you share real quick? I don't know if you're busy, but does compromising make a relationship better, or have you seen that make something better, or make it worse, or something?
Compromise
What's your
is a
experience, if you don't
must.
mind sharing? Yeah.
Compromising is a must. Um, it's give and take. Um, you know, it's uplifting each other, helping each other. I feel like the woman is a helpmate to the man, but and I feel like the man should lead. However, still feel like he should check with his woman. So I think that entails compromise. Um, so yeah, I think it's very important. Very important. I was married 12 years. I am divorced. That's
So, but
okay.
but 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 Real
Um,
One, you know what it is to compromise. You had to compromise for 12 years, though.
I
Am
sure
I correct?
did.
Yeah. And how
I
was that? Was it ever a struggle doing that though, real one? Because I know
absolutely.
because two people with powerful personalities, it could clash, right? So was
Sure,
there any struggles with that?
there were. There absolutely were. And I mean, I'm not going to go into why I'm divorced. I will never talk bad about him. We're still friends. Um, he's father of my child. It just didn't work out, and that's okay. Sometimes people just grow apart, but yeah, it's a constant marriage. Marriage is work. That honeymoon period, I don't care. It always wears off. The honeymoon period is always going to wear off in a long term relationship or marriage. And then it becomes work. Um, so yeah, and compromise involves that work. So
To get in,
yeah,
work to stay in.
that's right. That's right. And sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's okay too. You learn. You live and you learn. Just don't carry that baggage into the next.
But that's the best
That's
thing too.
important.
You gotta be adult enough that even if it doesn't work out, that y'all still do what's in best interest of the child. As long as both parents
Absolutely.
are putting the child to the forefront, even if y'all two don't work out, the child can still be grow up happy, healthy, resolute, and great and do great things. I think that that's important. I mean, obviously, the outcome we want is for both parents to stay together. But the best that we can do if they don't is be the best parents that you can be to that child.
And don't ever talk about the other parent in front of the child. That is the most damaging thing that one can do. And don't keep the child away from the other parent unless they are just completely unfit. And we all know what that means. If they're dangerous to the child's well-being. But don't do that just because you're mad at each other. That's my best advice.
Facts.
I want to go back to something that Senora said. She said, so we're talking about compromise, but compromising is us admitting that we're in agreement. What happens when the compromise fails? What happens when the compromise fails? We're speaking as if we're willing to do it. I don't think compromise always works. I think people they stand on the side they want to stand on. She brung up the logic and the duty base of what should be done beyond your emotional capacity, beyond how I'm feeling. Fuck how I'm feeling. This is what has to be done. Can most people set that aside, set their own egos, set their own pride aside, and be like, yo, I'm pissed off because I didn't get my fucking way and we should have agreed at this point, but I'm still on the team to push the family forward. I don't know.
That was my point in allowing the man to lead. And sometimes compromise doesn't work, but you should trust him enough to know that he's doing what's in the best interest of the
Okay, can I
family.
dialogue with you for a minute? Are you okay? So, okay, just please stay with me, work with me, walk with me. You're saying if the compromise fails, are you saying by default the man that should be the leader to take the position, or when the compromise fails?
If he can't, if he's the leader, yeah. But sometimes they, without sometimes the leadership fails too. So there's many factors in this. And don't ever give up too easily. Go to counseling, do whatever you need to try to make it work. But yeah, I mean if you yeah, I mean there's so many factors, Rico. You know.
Yeah, I know, but I think that when I hear certain women, and I'm not going to highlight those women, when they speak about
You
leadership,
in the Matrix, Rico.
I think well, I'm
Yeah,
come back in
it's
a minute.
real bad. Let me see. Does I was gonna take a shot at the title. Was he talking, or I'll go quietly? He
I
come
think
back.
Rico's in the matrix. Rico, you back,
Hello.
or can Kyler come in real quick, Rico? Yeah, he's probably in the
My
matrix,
signal's
Kyler.
getting
So,
compromised.
nah, he'll come back in, Kyler.
I don't know. I think that there's a
Go ahead, Kyler.
compromise and make the relationship better. Yes, I'm working on this right now. I don't. It makes it better, but I think that in today's society we lack it because we are not forgiving. So right now, where I'm at in my spiritual journey, I'm having a hard time forgiving. So forgiveness and compromise go hand in hand. And it's like, okay, you want to be a wife, you want to be a good person, you want to be somebody who is good for a long lasting relationship. I have to work on forgiveness because, like, I'm like, Lord, what am I doing? Okay, we doing all these things, and He's like, oh, you got to forgive people that really hurt you. What you mean? I got to. What you talking about? I was like, wait, and it's not for them; it's for me. But it's to understand compromise. They go hand in hand. So you guys know that forgiveness removes the emotional weight of what already happened. So if you can't forgive your partner, we don't have a lot of people that forgive, they just condemn and they throw the whole relationship away, right? And then you got compromise, which prevents the same issue from happening. And sometimes, like, you do have to forgive because without forgiveness, compromise feels fake. There is no long term relationship, there is no going through highs and lows without forgiveness. That goes for any relationship, even one, I would say, within yourself. So I'm just saying that because that's like where I'm at right now. And I'm like, Lord, what you want me to do? This forgiveness thing, you making me forgive people. I'm saying fuck they bloodline. He like, no, you gotta forgive. You gotta forgive because when you're a wife and you're in a relationship, you're going to have to compromise and forgive so that you don't cause repeated pain, not for your partner, but also for you. I'm like, oh. Nobody talks about that because compromise without forgiveness is what? What is it? Anybody know? It's resentment.
Come
It's
on, Kyla, talk
resentment.
that
So it's,
shit, Kyla.
and I only know that because that's where I'm at right now in my spiritual journey. I'm contemplating forgiveness. Soon as I can get over that threshold, that's a whole thing within itself. I'm
Kyla,
like battling that right
isn't that
now.
very hard to do though, Kyla? Because it's like some people, it's like some shit they can't even come back from. Tell them how hard
And
that
not
is
only
though, Kyla, too.
forgive,
Because like I can't,
not
you know what I
not
mean?
only forgive, but to move with humility, right? Because if you haven't really forgiven, it's fake. There's no compromise, right? I just said that. So I am working on that. It's like, do you know how to stick things out? Do you mean it when you say that you forgive someone? Do you forgive yourself in this situation? So it's not only forgiving others, it's forgiving myself and then showing that grace and compassion. I'm having a hard time with that right now. That's
But
an internal conflict with myself, and that needs to be resolved before I get in, before I become a wife, because forgiveness. And I'm not talking about little stuff, right? We're not talking about the little minute things that y'all argue about. He was on social media liking the pic. No, I'm talking about really deep
Mm-hmm.
issues.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. I
I
was
feel what Kyla's
I couldn't
coming
have said
from,
that better
Rico, because it's like,
myself.
hold up, I feel what Kyla's coming from. It's like, yo, it's some shit. This really takes a lot out of you to forgive that
and not only
motherfucker.
forgive Miss
People be
Real,
really. Go ahead,
not
Kyla.
only forgive Miss Real, but really mean it. Really mean it. Really pull the
Yeah,
weight
and
off
Kyla,
of
that's
not
why
just you, but them. So
I
we could
said don't
be,
take it
yeah.
into your next relationship. I am still single right now by choice because I'm still working on resentment. I'm so glad that you brought
Oh
that
my
up.
gosh, it's
Because if you don't
hard.
work it out,
I
yeah,
think
if you
though when
don't
we
work
talk
it out,
about
you're going to
compromise,
carry it into your next relationship. You will. I promise you will.
If there's no
well,
forgiveness,
I
there's pain. And that don't just go for a man, that go for you yourself. It's not, and it's like you gotta, and I'm talking to God, he like, you gotta forgive too. The ones that really hurt you. This your test. Not only do I have to forgive them, I have to walk with humility and integrity and treat them kindly. Oh my God, I'm going through that right now, Miss Real. Do you understand? I want to just pop.
Understand
You
100%.
talk
understand?
about
When
compromise
they get
though.
married and the child come out, I want to take a fucking broom and just knock the newborn out. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't do that, Kyla. You have to forgive. So if you don't know how to forgive, I don't. I'm so serious, Sex. Fuck the bloodline. Dead ass.
I'm
Child ain't
dead.
even here. You fuck them.
Look,
Kylie, you
For real.
Kyla though,
I'm
I
right
think
there
when
with
we
it.
talk about compromise though, but that's really what compromise is supposed to be by definition, right? But when we talk about compromise, it's not always compromise like you want to go left, I want to go right, and we compromise on which way we go. It's sometimes compromising might be I'm compromising my morals for this situation, and in those cases I wouldn't tell people to compromise. Right? Somebody's
True.
asking you to accept something that you don't accept. That's not a compromise, right? Because if I don't believe in cheating and you cheat on me and you're like, well, you're supposed to be my woman. The reality is that that's against my moral compass. So I'm not going to compromise my morals for you. That's the reality of the situation. Some people might do that and other people may not. So when we talk about compromise, I think when your principles don't align with my principles, it's not about compromising at that point. I think it's realizing that me and you probably shouldn't be together because our
I
core
would
values
say
True.
don't
this.
Very
align.
I would
true.
say this. So that's one part of it. Do you know that compromising is being the bigger person too? Saying sorry when it wasn't your fault. Oh my God!
We need to
Because
Oh
stop
shit,
saying
Kyla,
sorry
and
when
Cause,
it's never
Kyla,
your
because
and
fault.
people,
hold
wait,
on,
wait.
hold on.
Woo.
Let me cook. Because you talking about you. See, this is why I'm having a hard time with this journey right now. Like I be talking to God, like, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Sometimes, and this is in any relationship. This is in a relationship with yourself. You know, it's conflicting. It's an internal battle. You gotta apologize and be the bigger person, even when you know damn well that they were dead ass wrong. Because what's bigger? Me being right or the relationship? And I'm not
But
just
if you
talking
never
about
correct them, how would they know? If you're always
sometimes.
apologizing for shit you didn't do, how would they ever
That's
correct
not what
them?
I'm talking about. I'm talking about something bigger than minuscule things. So if you know your person is this way, and I'm not even just talking about your person. This ain't just got nothing to do with no man. Even with myself, I'm talking about any relationship, even with my sisters. Sometimes I apologize or I let them feel like they won. Not because it's a pride and ego thing, right? Not because I know they dead ass wrong, but my relationship with them is bigger than being right now. You know how hard. Ooh. So that's forgiveness. That's compromise. That is compromise. It don't have nothing to do with that. This is crazy. Should
Can you give
I
me an
die on
example,
that hill?
Kyla?
Let me see. Let me see if I can give you an example. It's a good example. You know this nigga done ate that candy bar. Oh no, we can't use that because I'm cussing your ass clean the fuck out. Don't play with me. Don't gaslight me about a candy bar. I don't even like candy bars. I can't use that example. I don't like nothing sweet. I'm savory. But let me see. You and your sister get in an argument. You know she's wrong. She has an issue with I don't know, just little stuff, right? I know that this particular argument is going to blow up into us not talking for months. But because I love her and I want her around and our relationship is better than me proving her wrong, I might just wave the white flag and say, you know what? I love you. I apologize. I didn't see it that way. Just because my relationship with her and having her around is bigger than me proving her wrong.
Mm,
I can
You
understand
that's
that,
deep.
understand?
Kyla, but here's the
I'm
problem
not
with
finna
that,
let
right?
because
That's deep.
you know because the and I'm in this right now in my spiritual journey. That's where I'm at. I don't have you don't have to always be right. The relationship, my sister, I love my sisters. Their relationship means more to me than me standing up. I'm the big sister. I'm all it. Now I'm past that. I need you around me for more than just a victory moment.
Kyla, I
Y'all
don't think that's a
landed on this.
compromise, though.
No, that is a compromise. It is a
I think that's
compromise.
giving
Miss
somebody a
Real,
pass. That's what it
somebody,
is.
no,
It's
no, no,
giving
that's not.
somebody a pass.
That is a compromise. That is a mature person. That is somebody looking at the situation bigger than what maybe my person that I love is looking at it right now. I'm going to let that rock because I need you. That's a compromise. That's a big If you think I'm gonna win the argument with my sister, or I'm gonna let her go. All right, I'm a
So
sit
are you
down
gonna
this
always
hill,
do that,
or
Kyla?
I'm gonna no. But if I know my person and and I love them more than this conflict, sometimes we gonna have to do that. That's not all the time. Sometimes you're gonna have to do that. Sometimes you're gonna have
And
to
I
do
think
that. Forgiveness. You're
forgiveness.
just gonna have to. Y'all niggas not willing to do that. That's a pride and
I
ego thing. I
agree
used
with
to think it
Animal.
was
That's
just with
conceding,
men.
I,
though. That's
hold
not
on, I,
compromising.
Well, y'all gonna concede y'all ass and be single. Because
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm in a let me finish. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, yeah, Jesus Christ, now all of a sudden you got signal. I can go back to being mute. Y'all niggas the ones that got issues with your ego.
I'm dead.
I got it too, but goddamn, y'all don't even want to talk. Actually, I'm on mute. Y'all old ass niggas done talking.
Holly, you in the Matrix now
Kick it.
too. Lord Jesus.
Kick it. Kick it. Kick it. Y'all don't want me to talk. Kick it. I'm done talking.
Yo, why don't y'all let? Hold on, why can't Kyla get what she's
Let
saying out? I like when she talk. I Kyla,
I
finish.
don't
You can
know facts.
finish
I
in
don't
here.
want to finish because
Don't
I'm gonna
act like
cuss
you
Rico
can't finish.
and Danielle out. And guess what? No, I don't want to finish. I need them. I
Compromise.
need these two old motherfuckers to get their rocks off.
God, oh Lord.
The fuck?
Oh Lord. You know what?
I don't know how old
I was just telling you you was going into the
how
Matrix
old
too, Kyla. That was the only thing I said.
my dad
To
had
my bro. Yeah, come back.
You know, see that right there usually is the universe. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the universe trying to stop y'all while y'all ahead, or actually while y'all behind, right? So I need most times when y'all go in the matrix, just stay there. You know what I'm saying?
She
You don't
said,
gotta come off
state
the
it.
mic. There's just sometimes that the matrix saves us. You know what I'm saying? And we be trying to fight and push and don't fight and push. But I do think this compromise thing is gonna whoop a lot of y'all ass. I'm gonna just be honest. Um, it's gonna whoop a lot of y'all ass, and that's okay. But I want y'all to be honest and not try to be victim when you don't know why shit ain't going right in your life because y'all know how to compromise. Yeah, but I also understand too. A lot of y'all don't know definitions. So then we run down a circle of what's this, what's that. So I'm gonna be quiet because I see y'all don't like to compromise in here. I'm a
Okay,
compromise,
No,
you
y'all
know.
don't like to
Quick
concede
question.
either.
Yeah,
LOL.
yeah,
Danielle, quick
yeah.
question for y'all, real quick. Because I know a lot of people hate compromising. And then, Kylie was kind of touching on it too. But compromising doesn't really make people feel less than. Like, damn, it's gonna bruise my ego, it's gonna bruise me in the long run. I see myself on this damn polo high horse and I can't come from off of it and compromise and understand where the person's coming from. Jazz, you wanna
You
answer
know
that for me?
that's exactly
I
what
feel
it
like that's it.
is. A lot of y'all hate for your ego to be bruised. You care more about your ego than the person that you with. You more worried about how you gonna be viewed than the person that's viewing you. And that's crazy to me that you would rather stand on a high horse than come down a little bit to say, you know what, damn, maybe I was wrong, or maybe you know what I'm saying. Whatever the situation may be, I don't even want to bring up to nothing specific because it could be compromising, can be different. Compromise can be your friend. It's just a lot of y'all care more about how your ego looks than the people that actually care about you and how you look to them, right? Because I know a lot of y'all like to scream, I don't care how nobody view me, but you do. So most of y'all would care more about your ego than how you're viewed. But I'm gonna be quiet, stack. I'm gonna let them compromise. I'm gonna let them compromise.
Well,
I think when you
let's
Diddy
give
keep
some
going.
David
people an
talking.
inch, they take a mile. I think that's what a lot of it is. When you keep, oh, I'm gonna be the bigger person and not say nothing, and then they do the shit again, and then they do the shit again, and they do the shit again. Well, the first three times you was the bigger person and sat down and be the big. Don't nobody want to keep doing that. A lot of people take advantage when people concede to them. That's the reality of the situation. Well, I'm not gonna make it a big deal. I'm not gonna make it a big deal, and then it becomes a bigger issue because you never corrected the problem to begin with. Like, so I think when we talk about compromising again, I can't stress enough. That's like people meeting in the middle. But a lot of things that y'all be describing
Well,
is concessions.
Danielle,
You want
nobody
people to
wants to meet
concede to your point.
Danielle, people are all right. Let's just get to it. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you agree, but a lot of people are selfish. Let's get to it right now. Fuck it. Yeah, put a fire emoji in the chat. Get up in the chat. Niggas is selfish. A lot of niggas do. They think about themselves. They only care about themselves. When they get with you, it's only about sex and what you can do for them. Stop fucking around. Let's really get to this shit.
Can
A
And
I
the
lot of
bad
chime
part
in?
is,
motherfuckers will
the
get in
bad
this
part
shit.
is that
A lot of motherfuckers get in this shit. Oh yeah, I'm there for you, but they only there for what you can do for them or what they can get out of you. It's always selfish shit. When you know you with a real motherfucker, it's when they care about what you want and how you feel, and yo, you do the same for each other and y'all go in the middle with it so that way we can figure out how to make each other happy. When one party is happy and then the other one ain't shit gonna go up from there. Let's
Thank
keep it
you, Chris.
and
100.
the funny thing
Hey,
Niggas
is
is
that
can I just
selfish.
get my submission?
and the
Go
Can I
funny
get
ahead,
my
thing, can I
Rico.
submission?
say one thing,
Yeah,
Rico?
this shit
Just
is
one
Jazz and
crazy.
then
thing.
Rico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
this.
thing, Rico. I need y'all to go look what the word compromise has. The word concession is in compromise. So y'all got to stop trying to separate the two. when you're literally doing that and compromising. I need y'all to start using definitions. Go ahead, Rico.
Compromising is a tool that you get to use before you decide to give up on the shit. That's the point I was trying to make. Compromise is a mediation that you get to use in the dispute before the dispute goes too far. So there's certain non-negotiables that's not can't be compromised because you've already foregone even having the time to even having a compromise. That shit is out the window. Forgiving is for those, depending on the minimization of the forgiving, it's not for everything. God don't want me to forgive you for everything. There are certain things that can't be compromised. Boundaries that you broke, you stole from me, you cheated on me. These are things that compromise have already been foregone. It's gone out the window. We can compromise, say, hey, well, I'm mad, don't do this. We need to spend more time together. Let's find out a way for us to see each other more. That's a compromise that can happen. If you do something because we haven't been seeing each other enough, that compromise is gone. That boundary is me not moving on my boundary. That's not for compromise. Certain things in life are not to be compromised. So your integrity,
You in the
I
matrix
think
again,
that Wi-Fi.
Rico.
things
I
that
don't think your
you
Wi-Fi is
stand
compromising
on,
right now.
your
I don't
basic
think
I
so.
can't.
foundation,
You know what?
your
You in the matrix.
They said compromising. They
You're
said
in the
compromising.
matrix, and when we talk about conceding, yeah, you lose in the moment. I still think I'm compromising because when I look at the whole relationship, I'm winning in the relationship. I don't have to have a victory moment with my partner if I want them around long term. Y'all don't this it be killing me. Like it be killing me. Y'all want an ego moment. I want a long lasting 50th anniversary moment. That's the difference. So with conceding, right? Since you want to break it down, y'all so fucking smart. Concession, I lose. Compromise, we adjust. Forgiveness, I release. Right? But if we're in a moment, we having a little ass argument, and I decide to concede, I don't feel I lost because the compromise, right? We've compromised, we've adjusted. I've allowed you to have your moment because the relationship, I love you more than the argument. So I've compromised. We've won because we've moved on in the relationship for a long term relationship. I don't get lost. Like y'all gotta grow up. You
The
getting in the
problem,
moment. Like
the
I'm not
problem,
done talking.
the problem
I'm
is,
not done talking, sir.
um,
Y'all
yeah,
keep
but the
cutting me
problem
off.
is
What the
because you
fuck is your
saying
problem?
I don't know.
God, I can't. Why is it every time I talk, y'all want to get rude with me? Rico, Danielle, like what the fuck wrong with y'all?
don't call my name. Nobody have been rude. You've been dominating the stage the whole
No, I
fucking
have
time.
not.
What are you talking about? No one has
Well,
cut you off.
you know what? Y'all got it. Because I like y'all. So right now I'm a compromise. I could concede and cut y'all the fuck out. Right? Like, what the fuck? Danielle, you cut me off. Rico, you cut me off. Animal feel
Thought
he
we
could
were
cut me
done.
off.
That was an honest mistake. That's what I said.
So now
First,
I'm going to
first of all,
compromise because I like y'all.
how you kick
That's
me
what
out?
I'm gonna do.
How you kick me
Compromising.
off the stage in my own room? How
Now,
you
there's a
kick me off
prime
the stage in my
example.
own
That's
room?
a prime example of compromise.
That's not a compromise. A compromise is a mutual agreement between two people. Because that's not a compromise, and that
I'm
all I want
not
to
compromising
explain to
about
you
what you
is a
I
said.
mean,
compromise
the
is not
conversation ain't
one-sided.
that deep to me. Y'all can have a conversation. I could go do
Yeah,
something
but you
else.
keep explaining it from a
Like, y'all
one-sided
niggas are
perspective.
weird.
That's not weird. The definition, you need two people. It can't be one-sided. That's all I was trying to tell you. You keep explaining it. You give good arguments and points, but you keep explaining it
I
from
don't care
you
about your point
just
if you cut me
doing
off.
something.
That's my only
Oh my
issue. Ain't
God,
nobody
man.
said you was
This
wrong.
is crazy.
You're not gonna cut me off, but I'm done talking. Let you, Danielle, and Rico get the conversation going. Y'all got motion. The fuck? I don't like being cut off. I don't cut y'all off.
And no, what's crazy? Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Nobody want to hear that shit.
I mean, y'all did cut her off, and now y'all quiet. That is kind of crazy. I'm gonna go back on mute though.
People cut me off all the time. I just don't get that upset
First of
about
all,
it.
this
Like,
fucking gender wars. That's first of all. Second of all, how you kick me off the stage in my own fucking room? Like I run this room with stacks every motherfucking day, and you kick me off the stage because all
That's
I'm
crazy.
trying to
Yeah,
do
that's
is
wild.
make a quick motherfucking suggestion to you that you have a point, but you keep making it one-sided. This is why it's making it hard for people to follow. Because compromise takes two. Conceding is one. That's why everybody was saying that shit about the definition. You can't compromise if the other person doesn't agree. This is why y'all relationships be fucked up. Because you don't understand fucking words.
Yeah, I understand all the words completely, like thoroughly. You don't.
I don't. You keep giving
But
examples.
I don't want to go back
You
and forth
keep.
with you because in my mind, the conversation over when I stop talking. You can keep going. Conversation will always be over when I stop talking.
Man,
You
this
can
is
talk to the
crazy,
crowd.
bro.
It's done because I said it's done.
Yeah, whatever. Ain't
So you
nobody listening
concede
to
or
that.
I concede. Who concedes?
Ain't no,
Compromise? I don't know.
ain't no. No, I'm not compromising. You concede.
The gender wars.
No, no, we ain't doing all
Please,
that.
please welcome to gender wars.
Fuck.
Stacks, it's your
This
fault.
is I know it's not my fault. I'm not even I am chilling. I'm relaxed. What is going on in here? Ping the room up, share the
That's
room
that
up.
compromising word. See?
Okay, well, let's get back to the topic. Can it compromise and damage a person's ego? I think Kylie was right. Animal was coming in. Danielle, Real One, Jazz, everyone that's in here. Mo, let's continue this conversation. Can a person be damaged, their ego, if they try to compromise? I think it hurts some people to be like, you know what? Let me meet you in the middle. I said, you know what? Let me do, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like a lot of people like, y'all, that's where y'all fucking up at and shit. Like
Hey,
y'all
Stack,
fucking, you know what I mean?
let
You know
me
what I'm
ask
saying?
you a quick
Go
question
ahead, bro.
about meeting in the middle,
Go ahead.
right? If if you're deciding, right, to meet me in the middle and I don't decide, is that a fucking compromise?
Uh-oh.
nah, that's stonewalling.
That's crazy. Like, it's a simple construct. Two people have to agree. If fucking America is disagreeing with another country on something, right? And they don't meet in the middle, then there's no compromise. Should be simple, man. Then motherfuckers get mad at a motherfucker because you just don't understand.
Sad face. Sad face. Does anybody read the dictionary anymore? Anybody? No. Oh.
Yeah, somebody read it. I don't know. One of y'all do it. Please, somebody.
Um, some people's ego is fragile, so they rather be right than be loved. So, most people want to protect their pride more than their relationship. So, because of that, you can ruin a beautiful thing.
That part.
But is it beautiful when you always have to play dumb in order for things to be chill? Is it really beautiful? Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you always got to be the one to be the bigger person and all of that shit, is that really a great relationship? I wouldn't consider it one. I would probably be miserable as fuck. So a lot of people do that just to keep somebody, and it's like you really miserable, but you can wave the flag of saying I've been married for 20 years. That's cool, but like if your day to day operations you miserable as fuck, then is that really a great relationship? I would probably say no.
No, it's not. Sometimes you just got to go. And it's okay. It's okay. If it doesn't work out. Like I said earlier, try everything that you can. Try to compromise. Try to counseling. Try whatever. But if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. And that's okay. Don't sacrifice your morals and your standards for anybody.
But you know, one thing I know, people forget that compromise is a two-way thing. Um, I feel like real compromise is both people making adjustments and not one person shrinking or diminishing themselves. So
Exactly, and that's all we was trying to say this whole time. It takes two people to do it, not one person just basically being like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight with you, even though you're completely wrong in this instance. I'm just not gonna fight with you. That's not compromising. That's basically being like, fuck it. Like,
Giving in all the time is making yourself small. And you will eventually, going back to Kyla's word, end up resenting. So yes, compromise involves two people coming together. Very true.
it truly is a strength, and I don't think a lot of people realize that it doesn't make you. It doesn't diminish your value if you compromise, in my personal opinion. I think that's the key problem besides communication and relationships is that people don't want to compromise and it's more ego led than, a partnership.
It sounds like the people that are pushing back against what you guys are describing as compromise are describing compromise from the perspective of them compromising the discipline that it takes to maintain a standard with the convenience of trying to just make things go along smoothly by just belittling or shrinking yourself. So the compromise really isn't with the other party, it's with yourself and the work that you have to do to maintain the boundaries that you want to uphold.
I agree with you 100%.
Who said that?
Effie at the bottom of the stage.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Love you, Kyla.
See y'all. Talk to y'all later.
See you when I get there.
Have a
Love
good
you.
night. I'm about to move
You too,
around.
baby.
Mm.
Have a good night, Kyla. No, it's ego makes people think that everything is an attack. It's like they're not listening. Everything you say is an attack, and, you know, it's damaging as well.
Michael, you're making a good point. The need to be right. A right fighter. Yeah, that's tough to deal with.
Everybody want to be right. It's like it's okay to not be right. It doesn't make what you're saying invalid, but I mean, shit, it's life. You know, it's gonna be right. You don't know everything.
That's a fact. I don't know what's going on, Mo. Are we moving rooms? Like what's happening?
I don't know. Let me see.
Do you have any clue?
No, I don't think we are. We can keep going along with the topic.
Okay.
Animal, Dana, Jehovah. What do y'all think about the title? Can compromising damage a person's ego?
My bad. I was in Whole Foods, but yeah, of course, compromising can damage a person's ego, even conceding, because most people, by and large, and this is something that it's one of the things I had to work on. uh I used to say I and we a lot. I had to remove those things from, well, right? I had to remove those things from and we from my vocabulary when talking about certain things because I was putting myself in position that made other people feel uncomfortable, right? So most people are seeking confirmation, validation, and affirmation, right? Uh, so when I put the definition of compromise in the chat, most people agreed, right? Most people agreed and understood what she was saying, but she kept using a scenario of compromise where it was one sided. And we all know that compromise takes two, right? So I was just like, yo, that's really conceding, right? And all I tried to do was jump in, course correct a little bit, and then so we can have the conversation because it makes it hard to follow when your brain is telling you that's not right, that's not right, that's not right, right? Like I can't understand. I'm trying to comprehend this, but I can't comprehend because this is not being used in the right form. And then the ego comes in,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because instead of just saying, "Hold on, let me listen to what you s-" right, even though I don't cut off, let me just listen to what you're trying to tell me for a minute, right? Because then you might say something that makes me understand it a little different, right? You might change your wording. And then I might be like, all right, you know what? You're right. And then I fall back, right? But the ego and the compromising, which is why we can't meet in the middle, is because instead of you just trying to meet me in the middle and see what I'm saying about what it is that you're trying to tell us on the stage, you go off. Now I'm an old motherfucker and this, and you kick me off the stage, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, for what? That's the fucking ego. Everybody's got a big ego.
But you know what? I agree. But ego tells people to walk away before they even try. So instead of us meeting in the middle, people shut down, they get defensive. Honestly, if you think about it, leaving feels much easier than compromise. And also, people don't want an apology because the ego hates accountability. So, accountability to me in certain scenarios with the ego, it equates to embarrassment, right? So, accountability is what keeps healthy love. And a lot of people are willing to be accountable. So until you're able to hold yourself accountable, then unfortunately your ego is always going to be in a way of like your happiness.
Wow, y'all got a good dialogue going on here. That's some good stuff.
I would definitely agree. It's definitely that's why it's such a hard thing to wrap your head around, even in a relationship, right? Because you got to be willing to kill one's ego in order to get to that vulnerability stage, right? That's why a lot of women, uh, and I'll say, most, they always talk about how men lack emotional intelligence. This is one of the things they be talking about because a lot of men don't know how to compromise. Because a lot of the times in a compromising situation, you feel like you're being challenged, whether it be your intellect, your physical ability, right, your acumen, something in that is being challenged. So then your ego speaks up, and then now you can't even get to a situation to where you listen to the sister, as Biggie says, and you can come to a compromise. I feel
I
like a
agree.
lot of, and I feel like a lot of the times the things that um in a relationship where your ego gets involved are very minuscule things. Like she said, I agree with that. I think a lot of times it's little stuff like, uh when GA, I don't know if he's on the phone, but he'll understand this, being unevenly yoked. Most of the time, people uh associate being unevenly yoked with having different religions, right? And most oftentimes That's not the case. Being unevenly yoked means you and that person are not on the same page.
I agree. Kelly, the topic is, can compromising damage a person's ego? What do you all think about it?
In a relationship like type of situation.
Yes, ma'am.
Some people, okay, I'ma say like, you ever known a person who be like, I'ma say a man, not saying women don't do it, but I feel like it could um damage a person's ego if they feel like the compromise, like they feel like they're the man in the house, but they gonna take the compromise for what the woman says, you know, and then they feel like they less than a man because they supposed to be the man of the house and they supposed to be making the decision and stuff, but they just do, decide to compromise or consider compromising for the sake of the relationship, to keep the peace and stuff. I think it do, because a lot of men take that role as being the leader, and sometimes the compromise or you questioning some of their decisions um may make them feel less than the leader or the provider or whatever like that. So sometimes I guess it depends on the person, or who it is.
I agree. Um, Also, I think compromise doesn't kill the person's ego. Ego kills the relationship because honestly, think about it. If you're not willing to bend or listen or adjust to consider your partner's need, you're slowly destroying the relationship, and then that's how you open other gates in a relationship that leads to infidelity, etc. People, checking you out mentally. And you could have had a good thing going, but because you weren't willing to compromise, you self sabotage your relationship, and it's the unfortunate part. Yeah, I agree. And I feel like if you're unhealed, you shouldn't be with anybody. You should focus on yourself to be the best version of yourself, to truly heal each layer. Trauma onto somebody else, which isn't fair to them. And to me, that's selfish. So, can we agree that some people are addicted to being validated, not being understood? Because to me, validation feeds your ego, and understanding requires humility. So, compromise requires both people to put their ego to the side so we can actually sit down and listen to one another. And a lot of people can't put their ego to the side to really listen to the true issue so that they can continue to grow together.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no, that's a definitely a fact.
I love that y'all keep saying that compromise takes two people because that is very important. Very, very important. And to be honest, to be honest, most men ain't compromising with y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. They not compromising with y'all. Most men are actually just acquiescing to y'all. They just acquiesce to y'all. They shut up and they let y'all, they be like, all right, babe, whatever. For the sake of peace in the house. Most niggas ain't compromising with y'all. That's part of the reason why I don't believe in compromise. If you choose me as your leader, ain't no reason for me to be compromising with you. There's no reason for me to compromise with you if you choose me as the leader. Now, if y'all women want partners, y'all can compromise with them niggas. But if you want me to be the leader, ain't no compromising. We ain't doing all that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Most of these niggas is acquiescing to y'all. They not compromising with y'all. Y'all see it as compromising because that nigga just shut up and, get out the way. But nah, that nigga just acquiescing for the sake of peace. That ain't a compromise. And that's what most niggas in most households be doing. They just get out y'all way for the sake of peace.
Hey, Hova, word is born, bro. I was gonna come in here and troll, right? Earlier when I had first got out of my job, right? I was gonna come in here and be like, man, compromising's for suckers, right? Like C in the Bronx Tale. But then as the conversation went on, I'm like, oh man, here go the dictionary, whooping their ass again. They. I don't know why people be so upset with goddamn dictionary, but you're absolutely right. I totally agree with you, and that's what I was points that I was pointing out when I was giving my submission. That you know, that's why the women complain that these men don't have emotional intelligence because most men ain't willing to fucking compromise
Dog, animal,
because
you know
they
what's
ego
crazy?
in the
You know what's
way.
crazy? These niggas be so emotionally intelligent that they just shut the fuck up. Like literally. They understand that her emotions is gonna overthrow this conversation. So let me use my emotional intelligence and just shut up. Because the more I talk to her, the more emotional she gonna get. See, the thing is, women ask for shit, but they
Damn,
don't
man,
understand
you
what
got a
it look
fucking
like
point,
when it
Hov.
show up. So that nigga who emotional and intelligent, he ain't gonna let you just say no anything. He might not even talk to you because you just saying anything. He gonna tell you when you wrong. He might tell you that, babe, what you saying, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. I need you to go back to the drawing board with that and use your brain before you just come to me with. That's what emotional intelligence look like. But y'all don't like that. A lot of women don't. They hate that.
Put it right there. I'm not gonna say women, I'll say people in general, because I think that's men and women. Um, some people think ego uh, is a sign of weakness in the sense of being vulnerable. I think a lot of relationships inside require interdependence. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They're just, like I said, to self in a way.
Why y'all always say people when y'all could just say women do the
Because
shit?
it's
Like,
it's
I don't
listen,
get it.
Jehovah, listen. First off, it's men and women, right? I'm not gonna just put it on women because men do the same thing all the time. You have sometimes men and women that they rather assume your intentions and ask questions. And like I said earlier, the ego hates to be corrected. Compromise can happen with pride, but pride is louder than curiosity. So we both do that.
It goes back to what I said when I first got here. You pick right. Just just take your time and pick right, because a woman should like I said, the man and the woman should sit down and talk about things. Um, and I hope that the man will consider the woman's thoughts and feelings. However, pick right, because the man, as your leader, should make the final decision, and you should trust him to do so. So pick right. That's all I can say.
I agree with you, real. I agree with you for sure, for sure. Unfortunately, like, you know what I'm saying, that word consideration kind of be fucking women up a lot. Just like this word that we talking about with you know, what's this word we talking about? Fucking compromising. See, a lot of women think consideration means that, oh, we have something going on. You bring what you bring to the table. You bring how you feel like the problem should be solved or your suggestions. I bring mine, and me considering your answer is me doing what you say. No, that's not how consideration works. Consideration works like this. I hear what you say. I measure it up against all the other possibilities that I have in my head, and then I make a decision. And it might not be what you wanted me to do.
Agree.
Unfortunately, though, when that plays out, a lot of women feel as though niggas have not considered them. But that's not it. That's I considered you. I just ain't choose what you wanted me to choose.
And you may or may not.
And that comes off like niggas is dismissive to women when niggas do that.
Mhm.
But I think that goes both ways though, because I feel like when men give us their opinions about something and we don't go with that, they feel the same way.
I feel like an emotionally intelligent man will take what we say into consideration and may implement parts of what we say into the final decision. However, sometimes they may not. They're going to do, in the end, what is best for the family. That's the way it should be, in my opinion. Again, pick right.
The reason why you keep saying pick right real is because you know that there's a possibility that even with that man's emotional intelligence and him taking it in consideration and deciding to compromise, you know that with the wrong woman, that actually could be a weakness for him compromising. Is that is
Yeah,
that is that part of the reason why you keep saying pick
that's
right?
part of the reason. Yeah, it could be. That's part of
Okay.
the reason. The other part is I have been married. I was married for 12 years. I'm now divorced, and that's okay. We have a beautiful child, and we get along. Um, but experience as well, because looking back in hindsight, there's a few things I would have done differently. It takes two to make it and two to break it. So you cannot blame
Absolutely.
everything on the man. You can't blame everything on the woman. You got to look back, look back, look deep, and take accountability for your part.
I agree with you, real. I honestly feel like people are scared to compromise because they think other people will weaponize it against them. Um, if I give you an inch, you'll take a mile, and I can definitely say that that was one thing that I had to work on in my marriage was compromise, especially in the beginning, like the first year of just being married, learning how to compromise, learning how to communicate better. Because I understood it was a partnership. It wasn't just like my way or his way. We both had to grow together. And I had to remove that fear from things in my childhood into my adulthood to be a better person.
Oh fuck, y'all still in here fucking talking shit?
Uh-huh.
What the
We've
helly?
been looking for you.
Don't look for me. This y'all room. Don't look for me. Don't look for me. I am busy. I don't know
Good
what the
tail
fuck
up
is going.
here.
No,
Ping,
I was just
ping the
like,
room
are we
up.
doing a different room?
Like I went
What's
through the
happening?
No,
hallway.
We
I'm
just
like,
kept
nah, I don't
going.
see nobody.
it's okay. It's okay. I'm just. What happened in here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
what
think
is
it was
going
just a
on?
disagreement.
A disagreement? What?
What
Lord.
up, Stack?
What up, bro? Like, what's going on? What happened in here?
Hey,
We was going in.
Damo, Dr. Cat, what do you think about the title? Do people lose attraction when love becomes too safe?
Oh, that's a good one right here. What y'all think? GA, Animal, Real, SRT. What y'all think? Shawnee, listen. Toxic shit. Let's talk about it. Let's get to this shit. Come on. Let's keep it.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah,
Come
people
on, bro.
confuse boredom. Well, I'm sorry, people confuse safety with boredom. Sometimes love becomes too stable, consistent, and peaceful. I think somebody said earlier, like when you're a good person, it gets boring after a while. You need to spice it up. But I'd rather the
Yeah, I
safety.
want that toxic shit. Like
I
throw
feel
some
you
milk at
there.
me or
Uh
something.
huh.
Throw some
That shit
milk
gets
at me.
old.
Right,
I
real
know.
one. I
Uh
want
huh. That
some
was
milk
you. That
thrown at.
was you. Right. That was you. Right. But people
Yeah,
mistake peace for the
it's a
lack of
constant.
passion.
Yeah, you got
Go
to
ahead, girl.
constantly work. The honeymoon period wears off. I don't care if it's in a relationship, long term, marriage, whatever. You have to work at it.
You have to keep
And
dating. You don't stop dating when you're
Yes.
married. You have to keep the spice up. You have to do the new things. If it's bored,
Yeah,
that's a
you gotta
personal
let me.
problem.
You gotta let me cuff you up from in the bed and cuff you with the fluffy cuffs. And
Stack,
Man,
throw, you feel me,
exactly,
stack,
Hova?
Stack.
And
I'm
throw
with
you through
you.
the fucking headboard.
Absolutely.
Yes.
stack,
Go ahead,
stack,
Hova. What
If
up,
I
stack,
boo?
trust you enough, but I gotta trust you
stack,
because you're my husband.
stack,
Be able to move. Go ahead, Hova. What's up?
stack. I don't know why we got people in this title when the title should be women. Do women
Wow.
lose attraction when love becomes too safe? It be the women leaving when they get bored. It be the women leaving because things are too routine. It be the women leaving because it ain't no spice in the relationship. Niggas just want to go to work, come home, and get some pussy and get something to eat.
Hova, I think I might agree with you with that one.
Y'all just
Niggas just want to go to
Hova,
work.
I think I agree with you.
y'all don't
I'm
leave.
still
We
talking,
leave.
ma'am.
Y'all cheat.
Excuse me. I'm still talking, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Ugh. Anywho, again, like Stack, think about all the times we've heard these women talk about, oh, it was just boring and it became too routine and all this other shit that women be saying. Niggas is cool with routine. Niggas is cool with they girl having a routine. Niggas is cool with they niggas is cool with meeting women wherever they at, and as long as they stay where they was at, they cool. She don't have to get better as long as she don't get worse. Niggas find a girl and the way he likes her, that's how he like her. He don't really need her to change or do no extra shit. I like you just the way you is. The only time niggas complain is when the quality of that woman, the things she do, her attitude.
What about
When that shit goes down,
yes,
that's when
yes.
niggas complain.
Weight goes crazy, Hova.
But
Let's talk
Stack,
about
check
it.
this out. If you met a woman, right, and you liked her, and let's say she worked in she like and Stack, I know this not the type of girl you deal with, but this just a hypothetical. Let's say you met a woman who was like a manager at a grocery store, but she was nice. She was everything that you liked about her, but she was a manager at a grocery store. Would you be looking for her to get a promotion and go up to corporate and all that? Probably not.
No, I wouldn't care.
Exactly. But if she stopped working and just started being a bum or just went to start working at McDonald's or something, that'll probably be a little like something to look at. Like, what you
Yeah, like
doing?
would you do?
You
Yeah, you
you
kind of
worse than
decline. Yeah, you
yeah,
decline.
you worse than what I and that's the thing about niggas. We don't look at shit and X for y'all to get better. Y'all do that to us. Y'all meet us somewhere and y'all want us to keep growing and get better and get more. Niggas don't do that. So it be y'all who be losing attraction when shit get routine and boring like that. That don't be niggas. Niggas like routine. That's all I had to
Nah,
say.
you're right. And then I'm gonna go against what Hova said just to make the conversation even better. I feel like niggas don't like routine. Some niggas get tired of the same old pussy, Hova. All right, man, I'm coming home to the same shit, same sandwich, same dinner, same pussy. This shit is getting boring. Cause Hova, I had a point when when I was younger, bro, I was dealing with women. It was like the same shit, bro. Like, damn, I'm tired of this shit, bro. And men, we get tired of that. I'm tired of that shit. I'm switching this shit up. I get tired of this shit. Hitting it all the time. I need something new. I need something that goes crazier. I need something, you know what I mean? Like every time.
Mm,
You know what I mean? You feel
A
me?
lot of people come
Y'all
from
don't
toxic
leave. You
You
just
feel me,
cheat.
situations.
Shawnee? Like I want to go against Hova said just for the conversation, but I'm just
But
saying.
that's why y'all cheat
Some
instead of
niggas get
leave.
tired of it, and I remember being one of the niggas that was tired of it, Shawnee. Like this shit is getting
You're
tired. This
young,
routine is boring.
right?
One help,
And the other shit, and y'all cheat instead of leave. That's it.
exactly, Shawnee. But here's my thing. A lot of people come from toxic situations, environments with your family, so all you know is toxic. So when you get healthy love, it's unfamiliar. Why is it okay to be in a dysfunctional situation instead of just being in something that is healthy and stable?
I don't even agree with that, Mo, because
You know what,
like
Jehovah?
I Mo, the reason why I don't agree with that, and I hate when people be saying that, oh, I never saw this growing up, so that's the only thing I can recognize. Like, bruh, at some point at your grown age, you gotta look at what your mama or with your whoever you grew up with, and look at what they got going on and decide for yourself, Do I want to live like this when I get older? If your mama got a nigga who beating the
Mm-hmm.
sleeves out of her every fucking day, and you 14 and you see that,
Right.
you got a choice to make. Do I want to live like this or not? It don't matter about you being like, you can recognize that nigga beating your mama ass. So
Right.
you got to make a choice. Do I want a nigga
That
like
yeah,
this nigga,
that's true.
or
That's
do
true, Hova.
No, you're true. But here's the thing.
Very true. We're
or
setting an example for our
Okay,
children.
real. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
do that if I cross this red light, I'm gonna get smacked. I don't need nobody to show me that. I didn't need. I understand that if I cross this light when it's red, I'm gonna get smacked. Now some people take the risk, but that's all on you. If you won't take the risk of doing something dumb, don't say you ain't got no choice and that you ain't got. That's all you know. No, that's not all these people be knowing. They be
Yo,
making
Hova, you know
bad
what it is? You know,
choices.
Hova, you know what it is? You right there, two bad choices, but then also people just be comfortable, bro. They stuck, bro. It's like nobody knows nothing else. If you had like motherfuckers put all their eggs in one basket. And when you put all your eggs in one basket, they ain't got no motherfucking options. It's over. It's over. You put all your hope and trust in this motherfucker and then leave no other doors open. And now you're stuck there. That's what it be, Hova. I know you saying like, nah, you know what I mean? You put yourself, motherfuckers do really be stuck. They put all their life shit in this shit, bro. And then they
Stag,
got no
stag. But
other
you
choice but to just, this is what
stag,
I did for the last 50
stag.
years.
You
You feel
all
me,
right.
Hova?
But you still into that. You had a choice to not enter it. So I don't give a fuck about you being stuck because you had an opportunity to not be stuck. You didn't have to choose that path.
Facts, Hova.
Literally.
Fact.
Everything in this world, Stack, everything in this world is cause and effect. Because you did this, this happened. Make better choices. I don't I like Stank. I got brothers, I got a sister. I came up in a two-parent household. But I understand that my parents and what I come from is an anomaly. It's an anomaly.
Nah, yeah,
Most
niggas
people
don't
don't
got
live
that. Yeah,
like that.
Hova, niggas don't got that. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And we
So
could talk
Stack,
from that point. We could
so
talk from
Stack,
that
it
standpoint.
would
Yeah,
be
that's different.
stupid, but so Stack, it would be stupid of me to come up here and be like, y'all don't come from two-parent households, y'all don't know what that look like. That would be dumb. That would be dumb, Stack. Because guess what? It's life outside of my mama and my daddy house. It's life going on. And if I think that the only thing that's going on in the world is what's going on in my mama and my daddy house, you have every right to call me a dummy. But to say that people don't recognize their choices and that's all they know, no, that is not all you know. That's not all you know. We got TV and everything. If you grew up when in a house where your mama was getting her ass beat, I'm pretty sure you saw an example of somebody not getting their ass beat. But you chose niggas like your mama. So you put yourself in that choice. It's that simple. I know what crack do. I got a choice.
Oh,
Either I'm gonna
that's
smoke
good,
crack or I'm not gonna do it.
though.
I'm not gonna blame nobody if I start smoking crack and now I'm fucked up.
Hey,
I
we
put
up
myself in
here
that
doing
position.
garbage, you know.
Pretty well.
You the pussy pack girls, better talking on that pussy.
What?
Yo, can y'all give me my bean, please? This, hey, stop, bro. I can't even kick people.
Can't I can't. Yeah, something's wrong. Got the bean and something's wrong. Here we go.
On a real dog, like man, I don't believe in showing grace. The world, the God, that's for God to give you. I don't believe in showing grace. Every time you fuck that nigga, every time you fuck that bitch, and she ain't get pregnant, that was grace being extended to you, my nigga. That was grace. You ain't get that girl pregnant, you did some shit, and you know what comes from it, but it didn't happen. That's grace. So all them 50 times you fucked that nigga and you ain't get pregnant, that was the universe showing you grace. Now once you end up pregnant, I don't feel sorry for you. Cause you knew what the fuck you was doing. You continuously. made the choice, and you got the outcome from the choice. It might have took you a couple of times to get the outcome, but you got it. So I don't have no grace for you. That's just like if a nigga keep going to the corner store and he keeps stealing a Snicker every time he steal a Snicker out there. Now that nigga know if he steal his Snicker and he get caught, it's a possibility he gonna go to jail, catch a fine, whatever. But he keep on going, and every time he make it out that store without getting caught, that's the universe showing him grace. Now the day he get caught and the Arabs and the Akis in the store decide to beat the sleeves off of him, that's all on him. I ain't got no grace for that nigga. He made a choice, knowing the possible outcome. And he still chose to do the shit. And that's what a lot of people do. They know the outcome of the shit, and they still choose to do the dumb shit. So if you choosing to do dumb shit, I'ma call you a dummy. I don't care. Fuck you.
I agree because when you know better, you do better. So if you keep making dumbass choices, you're a dumbass individual because at what point are you going to learn at your grown age to make the right decision? You don't need that many lessons about the same thing to understand the right from the wrong.
Man, life the biggest teacher. Like, you heard me? The biggest teacher of all. I didn't need to fuck a whole bunch of girls to understand that if I fuck this girl and I'm not with her, she probably gonna make my life. It's a possibility that my life could be a living hell because I got a baby mama. So guess what I didn't do? Make a baby mama. I seen my partners going through shit with they baby mamas. I seen my uncles going through shit with they baby mamas. I saw my partners, my daddy partners, going through shit with they baby mamas. And I come from a two-parent household. And you know what I said? I looked at them niggas and I looked at my parents and I looked at them niggas and I said, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. So I strive not to do it. Choices. And it's niggas like me, one of my best partners, come from a two-parent household. And he got two kids out of wedlock, two different baby mamas. Because he chose to do that. He didn't come from that. But that's what he chose to do. That's not what he seen growing up. But that's what he chose to do. Stupid games, stupid prizes. I don't have no grace for nobody. It's the same shit.
You were married to that individual because it's not always out of wedlock, right? Sometimes people do the right thing and it just don't work out. So what happens in that instance? I don't think having a child with a woman is a problem if you were with her for a long period of time of marriage. Niggas retreat in the family court. That's the problem with black men. When niggas go to that family court, they retreat. Them niggas run and hide. A lot of these women can easily be found to be unfit. Dudes should just really take custody of their kids. That's what dudes need to do. A lot of these niggas they don't have no visitation rights. They don't have no court orders. They let women dictate. Like you just heard Danielle say, she dictate to her baby daddy when he can see the kids. So you know he lame. He
That's
don't
not what I said, Darrell.
he don't even have the balls to go get a court order to let her know when he gonna come through. There is no way a woman is gonna dictate to me when or how I see my child. I'm gonna have that shit in writing, signed by a superior judge, and ain't no woman gonna get in the middle of that. But for some reason, you women are so delusional. You think you got more rights to a child than the man, and you just don't.
Nobody
So you
has more
think
So,
rights
so
than
I,
you
so
because
I
the
think
reality is that
there you
you
go
have
again.
rights just
You
like
see,
me, but
you
it's
going
called a
again.
schedule, Darrell.
You ran
Nobody's
Kyle out the
dictating.
room because you
It's
keep
called
going.
it's
You
called
keep
a
going.
it's called a
Danielle,
schedule, Darrell.
right,
And
right,
that and smart people have them. You can't just
right.
show up as just like I can't show up at your house at 2 a.m. to drop the baby off. You can't show up at my house at 2 a.m. because you
Danielle,
felt like it. It's
did
called
you
a
hear what I
schedule,
said?
right?
I'm not
And
having no schedule with a woman I'm not
sir,
with. We can't reconcile, so I'm
right,
gonna have
and
a
you can't
court
have a and
order.
you can't show up at somebody's
Court,
house whenever you
court,
feel like it
why
when you're
not?
not with them.
The court
What
order.
makes
Remember,
you
The court,
The
there's no
court, it's
court
gonna be
Danielle,
order
court
that's
order.
gonna say you can
It's
do
gonna be
whatever
court
you
order.
want when you want.
court
There's
order,
no court
you're
order that's
right,
gonna tell you
Danielle.
And
that.
court order
You're
again,
right.
give you
I'm
I'm gonna
divorced in
show
the
up when the
court.
court determines. If the court say I need to show up Tuesday at six
That's a
o'clock, that's
schedule,
when I'm gonna
sir.
be there.
That's a
A
schedule.
woman,
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm
SRT,
going to
can
look at
I
a woman
can
is
holler at you
not
right
going to
quick,
be
brother?
able
I can
to.
holler at
A
you.
woman is not going to dictate when I see my kids.
You're
That's
right.
never
I
that.
have the
I can
court.
never be that dude. I know the court won't either, because I'm
Will
No,
always
the
I'll
win.
call
court
the
Because
just
most
told
people,
you.
my
no, I'm
house.
always
The
win.
Show
court's
up
gonna
at my
Well,
house
if
I'm
you
right
don't
now.
always
I'll
follow
the
win.
by
schedule. The court's gonna sit there and say
Yeah, I'm
you
not
need to
your
pick
baby
up your
daddy. I'm
child
not
at
a
the police
loser.
station at 6:30. If you choose
if
not
Nah,
you don't
I never.
follow
to
by
use
the
your
court schedule,
visitation
then
right, it is a
right.
schedule.
I'm
Yeah, if
not
you
Oh,
your
don't follow
baby
by
SRT.
if
daddy.
you don't follow by the court schedule, then there can be problems.
See,
But as I
I
stated
put
when I first came in
you
here,
motherfucker.
I said parents do not keep the child away from the other parent unless the court deems that parent completely unfit, which is a whole different ballgame. But you do have to go by the schedule, or there could be potential problems with the court system.
SRT,
Not a
I just want to say,
schedule.
like, brother, you kind of right, but it all goes back because you really kind of right, but it all goes back to the choices. And again, I don't give grace, right? A lot of people who have these kids, they don't be planning these kids. They just be fucking, and they have a kid. So, you know what I'm saying? Even with that, they not, you know what I'm saying, making the best choices. That's why I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't give no grace. Like I was saying earlier, you're fucking, you're not playing for this child. You're fucking. You didn't fuck this nigga 25 times and grace been extended all 25 times. You got to 100 fucks and the grace still left. You didn't got to that 175th fuck and now you pregnant. You didn't plan that. Y'all was 19, you didn't plan it or none of that. That goes to your choices. So the real, you right. Yeah, this shit don't some a lot of the times it don't work out. But to be honest, how is it gonna work out with two people who didn't plan for this to happen? They just was fucking, not making choices. They just was fucking. So you're right. It do end up where people end up leaving. But that's because people not making good choices. They just trying to fuck. They just trying to fuck. They just trying to fuck. And I don't got no grace for that. All right, you just trying to fuck. You picked a bad nigga to fuck, and now your baby daddy trash. Oh well, that's all on you. Just trying to get your clit wet. That's all on you. Or you you got a baby mama and you say your baby mama trash and she don't do that. Well, my nigga, that's all on you. You was trying to get your dick wet. You wasn't planning. All you just wanted to do was fuck. And now you got a baby mama. And now it's over with because y'all wasn't planning on being no relationship anyway. Y'all just wanted to fuck each other.
Stack changed the topic. Do people lose attraction when love becomes too safe?
You can't reset the room. You're not a moderator
I
no more. You
answered that
ran room.
already too, Danielle. Change people to women and the title correct.
Some people need to regulate their nervous system because if you motherfucking me safe is safe to you, like for instance, you can have everything you need. Y'all seen that thing they did with the rat and the heroin? So they fed the rat every day and they started giving it doses of heroin and then the rat just started waking up and going to the heroin. Even though the heroin doesn't provide no substance, even though the rat gonna be hungry all day, it chose the drugs and the nervous system of the rat is thrown off. So if you got a good woman at the house or a good man at the house that fulfills your needs, you don't have no issue with it, right? And then you steady leaving the house and trying to go fuck on hoes and be in the streets and shit. Something is wrong with your nervous system. My bad. Bro.
I wouldn't. It's fun. Running the streets is fun. That's what women
Why is
do.
running the streets fun? Men
I
run
don't
the
know.
streets. I don't know why
Mother,
you act like this is just a woman thing.
ask your
Honestly,
girlfriend.
the rat analogy was perfect. The reason why the rat is choosing the heroin over the food because the heroin make him feel good. Literally, the heroin makes you wait. Danielle. Do you know heroin addicts in real life do the same thing? They will not eat to get some drugs because it feel good.
Your brain
They
chemistry
won't
too,
eat.
Jehovah.
They whatever you want to call it. They yell. People go for what feels good, not what's smart. And a lot of people make these dumb decisions.
Or
Winona,
did his microphone go out?
I think his
Jehovah.
microphone went out. No,
Jehovah,
he
if
got.
you're talking, we can't hear you right now. I don't know if you muted your phone or what you did. We can't
I
hear
think he got a phone call because I see the phone on my end.
Why,
Yeah,
why
I
do
see.
you why, why do y'all leave good men when it gets boring? I've heard a lot of women say that they've admitted that they had good husbands and good partners, and
Mm-hmm.
it got boring. Like I've never heard a man say, "I left my wife because she was boring." After 10 years, why do women do that? Why do y'all break up y'all homes because it ain't fun no more?
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, when we talk about good man, quote unquote, I mean, I know there are some women that leave men that are doing great things, right? But a lot of times people like to say women left a good man, but you are never really that good, right? You going to work and paying bills doesn't make you a good man. You that those things don't make you a good man, right? So to the women that leave quote unquote good men, I can't speak to that because I don't know. I've never left a man that I thought was that great. Okay,
So hold
so
on, hold
it
on, hold
is
on. You said
is
that don't make you a good man?
no, it doesn't, sir. It makes you a functional adult to pay bills.
Okay,
You
hold
have to
on a
live
second.
here, and most
Hold
of y'all
on.
are not paying all the bills while a woman lives in your
No, no,
house
no,
and
no, no.
she
Don't
don't pay
move the
for shit.
goalpost.
That's
Don't move the goalpost. You
right.
said
And when
going
I
to
said
work.
paying bills, that doesn't mean paying all the bills,
Hold
sir.
on,
Because most of y'all
Danielle.
are not doing
No,
that.
no. See, now you moving, and now you saying
I'm not
all.
moving the goalposts. I never said y'all paid
You
all the bills.
okay?
I said
Hold on a
if you
minute.
pay bills, sir. Paying
This is
bills doesn't mean you
this
pay
is
all of them.
this is
And
what I'm
you
saying.
paying bills is and even if you paid all the bills, that doesn't make you a
This
good
is
man.
what I'm
That
saying right
just
there. This is why it's not a good deal. A man going to work, being financially responsible, coming home to his woman and his kids doesn't make him a good man.
I
When
said
we
that's
hear
not the
women
only
crying,
thing, Darrell, because you have to have a
no,
lot
you
more
didn't say
stuff on
only.
top of that. If you're
You
just
just said
doing that and
no.
you're
Why
not
do
doing
you
nothing
think you
else,
gonna?
because
Why do you think
you're
you
taking
gonna
it
get
out of
it
context.
all as an old woman with kids? You think you
Sir,
qualify
the
for that
same way
shit?
that you as an ugly man think you can get
Why,
it
why do
all.
you think?
Like, that's the
Why do you
reality.
think?
The
Why do
same
you
way
think
that
you
you
can
think you
build a
can get it
man?
all as an unattractive man. Most
Why
of
do
y'all
you
are ugly
never
as
think?
fuck and you think
I
you're going to
know.
get a grade A
Well,
woman. You're not.
hey, I know I
That's the
look better than your
reality.
baby
You,
daddy.
you don't, though. You don't. I don't know
If
why y'all
you
always
if you
go to
still
personal
calling
attacks
men ugly,
instead of
I
picking
know
a
you
point.
immature.
No,
If
sir.
you,
There's plenty of y'all
if
that
you
are
still
unattractive.
calling
Would
men,
you rather me
I
call you
know you
unattractive?
immature.
You're
You're
unattractive.
immature.
You're unattractive. That's
But what
fine.
I'm saying is, sister,
Unattractive.
mama,
That's cool. If you don't like my wording, that's
women
fine.
have consistently stated that they need a provider, and they've numbed it down to paying
Y'all are
bills.
not.
But Danielle, why do you keep interrupting me, sister? Danielle just Danielle just stated that a man going to work and being financially stable and responsible doesn't make him a good man. I thought that was the building bricks for a man. You must have a job and be capable of paying
It
a
is
bill.
the real,
That doesn't
the
make
real.
him
It is,
good,
but there's
though.
more to it. But that is a huge part of it. Yes.
To be an active participant in the household. You also have to be a good communicator. You have to be an effective
Yeah,
leader. Like,
and if
there's
you're
a lot of
bringing,
other things.
sorry, Danielle, go ahead, honey. I'm sorry.
She
I-
been, she
If
been
you're bringing your
traumatized for 4 hours.
wife
Let her
or
come up.
your significant other like diseases every other month, but you're a great provider, then yeah, that may be a problem. There's different things that happen. And I'm not saying just men. Women do fuck shit too. There's other reasons why relationships and marriages fail. Just saying.
And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, Danielle. Between
Go
me and
ahead,
you,
Mary.
all the men in this room, close your ears. Danielle, I got laid off in October. I took like a $20,000 pay cut, right? I'm still making decent money, but you know what I'm saying? When they was like, oh, these women want to come back, I ain't gonna lie. I could use one of them providing ass niggas. Because, the cushion of like being able to get my hair done the way I want to get it, being able to get my nails done the way I want to get it. Look at my PCR. It took that for me to finally study for the LSAT. So sometimes, so I can move forward in my, because I already got a legal studies and criminology degree, but I've been putting off applying for law school for like literally 5 fucking years because I was comfortable, right? So in that moment, I didn't see no type of, I didn't provide it. I don't see no value in that when I was making damn near $70,000. I didn't see no value in that. I'm like, I could take care of myself. It's good. I'm straight or whatever the case may be. Then the bitch got laid off, and I'm like, hold on. Hold on. Where that niggas at? Where that niggas at? So with that being said, I would say that it is important for men.
Harriet, what the hell?
Who laughing
What
at
the
me?
hell?
Who laughing at me? It is important for a man to be a contributor and a provider. I'm starting to look my nigga upside the head like, God damn, you ain't gonna pay your mother, you ain't gonna pay your light bill, bitch. You ain't gonna patch up on the, you ain't doing, you be here every day, your bitch be cooking. You ain't gonna do shit.
But
So yeah.
well,
So
what I'm
yeah.
saying is, though, Harriet, let me ask you this, Harriet. Have you ever heard a man say, I had a good, or multiple men in mass say, I had a good wife. She was everything I wanted. She was a great mom. She centered the family. She was all of the things that I wanted. But she was boring and I left her. After 10 years, my wife got boring. She couldn't make
Yes,
me shoot off. She couldn't make me shoot off. So you hear men in mass saying that they leave their wives
yes.
because
But you
she
said
was boring.
earlier that women leave because they're bored. Just
Men in
remember
mass
that.
say men are not leaving their families because it's boring. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
they'll leave
bullshit.
because your looks faded, even though
No, they
y'all are
don't.
20
No, they
years
don't.
older than
They'll
you.
get a they'll get
Even
a
though they're
side
20
piece.
years older. Oh, they'll
They'll
go
get a
cheat, right?
they'll get a side piece
Exactly, which
because you
leads to
keep
the destruction of your marriage and you
no
end up getting left.
no
Because
because
the
you keep
reality is
because
you're
you
still not
keep eating large
satisfied. You're just
pizzas.
trying to supplement. So if you lose
You
your
keep
job, can
eating
I go get another
Popeyes.
nigga to pay bills? I don't think so, right?
You keep eating
So what
Popeyes.
do you mean? Like the
You keep
reality is
eating
that a lot of
Popeyes.
y'all think that you can be shitball people and somebody's gonna stay with you. No
You
one's
keep
gonna stay
eating
with you because they don't
Popeyes.
have to. It's
Right. You
really
didn't
that
stay with your
simple.
baby daddy either. We know you run away. You like to run from men. Why do you keep bragging about running away from from your children's daddy? Why do you brag
My son
about
is
running
grown,
home? I don't
sir.
stay with my
My son is
husband.
grown, sir. I was
Why do y'all
18 when
brag
I
about
had my
leaving men?
kids, sir. My son is an
I've
adult
never heard
now.
no other
Like,
race
you
of
gotta
woman
calm
glorify
down.
ruining her home except the black women. Black women glorify wrecking
Oh
their
my
homes.
Do
God.
you know you be
I've
killing the
never heard
room,
any.
SRT? You know you
Okay,
kill the room.
no,
Do you
she
know you
killed
do
the
that?
room.
No,
She
you kill
fucking
it.
killed. No, she
You
killed it when
kill the
Tyler
room
ran
every
off.
day, my boy. You
I
kill it
know.
every day. You
I'm gonna kill you.
do.
I know. I'm killing your feelings. That's what I'm killing. I want to know. Right. How do y'all glorify leaving y'all families? Why is that such an honor? Why do you keep glorifying leaving your children's
I'd rather
daddy?
her leave than her kill your ass in your sleep because you
And
get on
baby,
her fucking
whole
I,
nerves.
time,
So I'd rather
my
her
baby daddy
leave.
left me because he decided to check out and go be with God. So, bitch, you can't hurt me, nigga. Go and kill in the fucking room. Yeah.
the room when y'all kept cutting Sister Kyla off and she left. And that's when the numbers dropped because y'all want to be right with no results. That woman talk
Are you married?
all
No,
you
he
talk all
not.
day.
He
Are
ain't.
you
He
married?
You
ain't.
want to be
He
right
ain't
with
even got a
Right.
bitch.
The
He
audacity
ain't
of
even got a
yeah, I'm
single
woman
married.
that
I'm
want
married.
motherfuckers
him.
calling us
Yeah,
single.
I'm
The
married.
audacity of
I'm
single
married.
people calling
I
us
got a
single is
Dominican
so
wife. My
funny.
wife's Dominican. What's your next question?
Is she
No, do you know me?
is she
And
bored?
if you got a wife
How do you
cheating,
know?
maybe your wife is
How do
letting
you know?
you be on the
How do you
schedule with
know?
women that you don't want all day.
How do you know?
That is a weird
I brought
bitch. She's a slow bitch. She's a weak bitch. She's a docile bitch. She's a dumb bitch.
and judging from y'all PTRs, y'all spend a lot of time in the drive-through, and that's what I'm saying. Men,
The
why would
gag
you
is
think
though,
that you
I
spend a lot of
always,
time in the drive-through?
you know
These
what's so
girls saying,
funny
why would a
though?
man get
You
with
know
that?
what's so
Keep
funny?
drumming
It's
up in
so
Why
your
funny
would
head,
a
and these
man
because
assumptions that you make about women, they will never be factual. No matter how you squint your eyes to fucking believe it, bitch, whatever assumption you can create in your little piece ass smooth brain head of yours about me, bitch, it'll never be factual. Sorry.
I just think it's funny because like plus size bridal is $1 million industry. So I don't understand how y'all think that the only people getting married are skinny women. Y'all
And,
are some
and
fucking
women do
idiots.
gain a little bit as
Yeah,
we
like,
age.
and this
Just
is how
saying.
stupid some of
What you
y'all
gonna
are.
do? Leave
Like,
us?
y'all look around, and a lot of people that we see are married are not skinny women, sweetheart. That I don't know why y'all be including this myth that you gotta be in shape to get married. I see fat bitches get married every fucking day. Just like bitches with weaves, bitches with lashes, bitches that wear makeup all the time. All of those women get married, sir. So when y'all get up here and y'all be crying the blues, the reality is we can lose weight, but you'll still be ugly. You'll still have a bad attitude and you still will be a weird ass
Now you want
nigga.
to
So
normalize
it's
being
fine.
fat.
I'm not talking about you, Darrell. If
Just,
it don't
just
apply,
say
let
you
it
don't
fly,
want to put
nigga,
in the
because I
work.
didn't say Darrell. Nobody
Why you
said
keep
you, nigga. I
normalizing
don't know why
everything?
you think I'm talking to you, nigga. It must be that
I'm
you're
not
a
a
hit dog
nigga.
and
I'm
you're hurt
saying.
because I never said anything to
Why do
you.
you
I said
normalize
men that
everything?
say that. You see, Animal didn't come off the mic. You see, Carl didn't come off the mic because they
It's
don't feel
not
hit.
normal
You
for
a
you
nigga
to
that
weigh
feels
more than a
hit. Stack
man.
didn't
It's
come off
not
the mic
normal.
because Stack's secure. You're an
It's
insecure
not
ass nigga.
normal
And
for
you try
you
to
to
project
weigh
that on
more
other
than a
people, and
man.
that's fine. But you
I
can't
don't
play that
care
game
what's
with
the
people who
million.
are
I don't care
smart.
what's the
Go
million
play with
dollar
somebody
industry.
dumb. Okay?
I don't
It's
care if it's a million
fine.
dollar
You
industry.
sir, nobody cares about
It
your
is
opinion.
not
This is probably
normal
the
for
most that
you
people
to
listen to
weigh
you
more than a
in
man.
your life. This is probably the most that people ever
Right.
listen to
And
you,
I'm
sir.
talking to
So
a
I
listing agent.
understand
I'm
that you
talking to a
feel
listing
like you
agent.
got, yeah, and I'm talking to
I'm
She
you,
make
talking
nigga.
to
more
a
money than
listing
you
agent.
and your
You don't
Right.
even know me. You don't even know me,
And you
sister.
don't know me, sir.
I know you
And
broke.
you don't know
I
me.
know
You
you
don't
in
know I'm
Virginia
broke.
broke. You're a listing
Oh
agent.
my God. I'm not
You're
a
a
listing
baby,
She's
agent.
not
Let me
baby
tell
broke.
you
And
that
mama,
I hold
again.
right?
on. She's not broke. That's why I had to tell her
Baby
this story
mama.
because she don't need no.
Um,
She basically saying that
you
she
got
don't
a
need no
bad
nigga
shape.
money.
You big at the top and small at the bottom. You're rambunctious. You're overbearing.
And
I know a lot about
bitch
you.
need love too. What you
and
talking
you're
about?
corny and you're sassy. And you can't look over, you can't even see your dick without looking up your fucking belly.
No,
You
you
go
want to
to
see it.
another woman of
You want
another
to see
race to
it,
get
right?
your fucking ego stroked because don't
Right.
no black
You
woman
want to
want
see
your
it.
ugly ass.
I know. Go ahead.
Your sassy ass,
Right.
oh dick in the booty ass. You
Right.
just don't. You hate women. You
Right.
just hate women. That's all. That's what it sounds like.
Right.
You don't say shit
How
nice
many?
about women.
How many
You
Chick
don't
Fil A
say
bags is in
shit.
your car?
None, nigga. Because I
How
don't
many
eat Chick
Chick
Fil
Fil A
A.
bags is in your car?
You must think every woman is fat and overweight and obese. See, not reality. You probably the one with the Chick Fil A bags in your car. The fuck.
Now I want
Somebody
Chick-fil-A.
else talk, please.
Old ass women out of here coming on here for comfort. I'm not comforting you, old
Who
ass
Y'all
is
do
women.
You
got
old
businesses
too,
in
You
nigga.
go
You're
into
Raleigh.
your
older than
life.
me.
I
What are
went
you
to your
talking
old
you?
about?
ass
You're
women.
older than
You
me.
go into your
You
You're
life.
are
older than me. What are
I'm
you
not
talking
comforting
about,
these old
dog?
ass women,
nigga,
Stats.
you are older than me. You are older than me, bro. Are you cold?
I'm with that shit, bro.
You're older than
This is
I'm
about
not
me.
dusty
comforting
and
these
old.
old ass women. You
You're
old and
old,
out
You
of
are
shape.
sir.
older than
You're older
me.
than
These
You
all
old
are
of
ass
us.
old,
women.
What are
dry,
you talking
and washed
about?
up.
Like, you're older than
You
all
are
of us.
old, dry, nigga. You are washed up. You are dried up. Fuck, talking about somebody old. Bitch, you older than me.
I bet you he has a lotion bottle within his grip of reach right now.
Baby, that man went and married a woman that he needed a nurse. He needed somebody to take care of him. That's exactly what it sounds like. And he went and found a bitch that's willing to take care of him. Because she's so desperate for a piece of a black man. And the bad part of a piece of a black man. The fuck?
Squat rack. Took a picture and left the gym. That's what big women do. You wanted to seem like you working
It's
out.
plenty of videos of me working out,
You
sir, but
wanted.
go
Well,
off
I
though.
don't see the
It's
results.
take the
I
time and
don't see
go
the
look through
results.
my Instagram
You're a
emoji ass
I
nigga.
sicko.
don't
If you want to go do that, like the reality is niggas like you don't have y'all
I don't see
never
the
have a
results.
PTR picture. You never have your shit connected because you always some ugly
The
dusty ass
reality is
nigga.
I don't see the
Because
results.
nobody cares what you see as a flex. Because the reality is, just because you don't think a woman's attractive, that don't mean other niggas don't. Because you're one person that's insignificant, right, in the grand scheme of
Yeah.
things. So you gotta
I,
understand
I
that
don't
other
hear no
people,
man in
the
your
only person that
backyard.
values your opinion is you.
I
Nobody
don't
else
hear no
cares
men in
about
the
your opinion.
background.
You're not
Where's
a
your
mover
man?
or
I don't
shaker.
hear no
Nobody
We
man
else
don't
in
hear a
here.
bitch in
cares.
your background. We don't hear a woman in your background. The fuck? Nigga, everything that you try to say to us as a slight, we can say the same shit to you. What's fucking wrong with you? Are you cool?
So much profanity already. Jesus Christ.
You don't hear none of this. That's why my ass wasn't just on this app. I was taking care of a real man. How about that?
I bet I make more than you're a real man, though.
How many
No,
years
you
did he give it? I
don't.
know the nigga that.
No,
Listen,
And I
you
how
bet I
many
don't.
make more than
how many
you.
years did
So
that
what's
nigga do
up?
in
I bet
prison?
I have better.
More money than my real man. How about you go and get you a woman?
How many
I
years
do.
did that
I
nigga do
do.
in prison?
I'm white.
If you
I
don't-
have a wife. What are you talking
You're
about?
white and you in black people business. Get your ass on.
Oh, she's so mad.
Man, if you big women tend
Right.
to get in it.
Sassy bitch ass nigga. Shut up.
How many
Shut
years did
up.
that
Oh,
nigga do?
guys, she's like totally spitting on her,
Oh,
circling
shut
her
your.
phone.
These bitches, they love inmates. How many years did that
That
nigga
woman
do?
you got, I guess she don't listen to
Black
you
men, is this
enough.
how your women talk to you?
That's not.
This is
And you
absolutely
are a black
insane.
man. I hear it in your voice. You're a black man cosplaying as a white man. That says a whole lot about your character. Weak ass nigga. You're not even comfortable being a black
They
man.
don't
You
saying
have to
that.
cosplay a white man on an app.
Damaged
Fuck
goods.
on.
She's damaged goods, brother. We don't claim
Your
that.
mama
That's a
damaged
hyena.
goods. And she birthed damaged
Oh
goods.
my
That's a
goodness.
hyena.
You are
That's
the epitome of
damaged goods.
damaged goods.
Damaged goods.
Cornball.
We don't claim her.
Sassy
That's a
ass.
wild beast, wildebeest.
Sassy
Well,
ass.
she does sound pretty fat. She does sound Brit. She does sound big. So I will give
Yeah.
you that.
Dude,
Sounds.
how the hell?
He called me fat.
I heard it.
My,
I heard it.
my
Well, 80
Instagram is
percent of these
Don't
attached.
black women are
start.
fat.
I
You
80.
promise you, I,
sound. He said you sound it.
baby, it doesn't fucking matter because you know I don't sound fucking fat. I probably look
You
better
don't, and
than the
you're
white
not.
bitches that you settled for. I look better than a Dominican bitch that nigga settled for, and I damn sure look better than the white bitch you settled for. Fuck out of here. Find something safe to do.
That made me
My
laugh.
motherfucking
Okay, Brad, I have
Instagram
a
is
question
attached. My Instagram is attached. Where's y'all? Fuck on.
Fact.
for the white man. But I used to be strong and independent. Now I need a little help. But what type of stereotypes as a black woman should I lean in to get a rich white man to fetishize me so I can and pay me money?
And with the, now they coming in with the solicitation. See what
Hey,
I'm saying, Jack?
you ain't gonna coach me up.
Now they coming in with the soliciting.
No, we don't like black women like that.
Harry, you know this sound like a
Really?
black nigga that's white.
Damn.
Man, who's
All
a
right.
white man, G?
She's very upset about that.
The niggas,
Yeah.
they so broke.
I mean, like, to what degree and extent are we talking here? They're broke to what degree and extent?
Like, like for every $100 a white family has, I think a black family led by a man has maybe like $2 or $3.
Where, do you mind providing your sources for that? It would be
Decepticon. Matrix got him.
You're in the matrix, sir.
interesting if the data was based off of actual evidence.
Was able to provide you that evidence. And we say that to be true because I don't mind posting that in the chat for you, right? Because I do like to go and do some research, so I can go look that up for you if you're too lazy to look that up. But if that is the case, right? Let's just say, right, I'm able to provide you with that data. What would be your deduction of that data in regards to black men leading the family in regards to white men, sir?
I would say that it's all fair and love and war. We've had our advantages, we've had our head starts, and so I think that the large swath, the majority of black men in this country are doing pretty well for the most part. It's 2025. There are more
What do
than
you
enough.
consider well, Brad?
Okay, so I personally work for the CDC, and my wife works for the Department of Labor. So like we get a very hands-on view at the statistical data for not just the African American community, but for a large swath of communities in the Western world. So for African American males alone, from say like 20 to about I'd go say 70, the majority of black men are either in the middle or the upper middle class. Um, a lot of them just don't have children. I'd
What is
say
the
they're
upper middle class, Brad?
upper middle class is above $68,000 a year, 68 and a half actually. So I mean, on a single income with no children, right? So single income, no children, yeah, and that varies
But the
from state to
average
state
male
as well.
income in the United States for among black men is about 55K, which
So
means the majority of
yeah.
them are not making that.
But that's
Graphic
the
is from the
average.
Pew Research Center. I don't know how they came up with it, but basically for every 11 $100 a white household has, it's about $11 for a black family. So basically, if a white household is making $50,000 a year, the black family is making about 27 $1,000 a year. Now that's Pew Research Center. I don't know where that data comes from, beyond that, or how they collected it, but yeah.
Doesn't mean that they not doing well. Y'all keep saying just because somebody make
What?
salary that they doing well. I could make I could be
I just want to wrap my head around this
Right.
thing.
So,
Are,
and Brad, I
are the
also want to
ladies
ask.
are the ladies
So,
making this argument because you're like, is this you guys' just way of trying to disparage your own men?
no. So, Brad, I want to also ask you, what does the average white man make?
Checked, which was a few years ago. Average black man, I want to say was like 47 or 48, and the average white man was like 51, 52.
Right. So it's safe to say there's not that much of a difference between the average black man and the average white man. Would you say that?
I can say that.
For some reason, when the families come together, like in the black community, all the money just like stops happening.
If that's the case, Brad, is it safe to say that even though the average white man and the average black man don't make that much difference in income, there's a dramatic difference when the black man leaves the household versus when the white man leaves the household?
No, I can't say that.
Well, you just
That's what the
agreed
research
with
says.
we just said the average white
Dollars to $100.
in black male led households,
Yeah.
sir. So if the average black man and the average white man don't have that much of a difference in money, why is there a dramatic difference in the amount of money that's circulated within the household?
I'm not sure. I think isn't that would be a question for your men, right?
What you be doing in your house?
Like, most American families would just work, do it.
Hmm. Interesting.
Right, because it and would you also say